wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often. How greedy of me.
Hey everybody, how's it going tonight? I'll be getting started in just a second. If I have any audio issues or anything, or if I'm too loud, too quiet, echoing, whatever, make sure to let me know, and we'll get going here in just a minute. All right, so how's everybody doing tonight? Hopefully everybody's having a great night or day wherever it is that you are. I had a pretty nice vacation. For those of you who were around last week and remembered that I said I was doing that, I had a nice vacation early this week, or well, over last weekend, which is why I didn't have a stream last week. But yeah, that was great. But it's nice to be back, and it's nice to have everything going on with Inazuma now that you know, we've got all this going on. But let's see first who is already here in the chat before we start getting into all of this stuff. Oh, I'm accidentally opening stuff, apparently. Let's see who we got. BFU, how's it going? Root, welcome. Abraham Kruller, Cooler? I think that's it. Says thoughts on Ayaka. Well, I'm gonna definitely get into all of the Ayaka stuff here just shortly. And apparently you are a dolphin. Interesting. SK, how's it going? Welcome. BFU, welcome back. Maryberry, welcome. Pocket Alex, how's it going? Welcome back. D the Memestress, how's it going? Welcome back. Neri, good to see you again. Tristan, welcome back. Anyways, so hopefully most of you guys who were wanting to go ahead and get Kamisato already have. But if you haven't, one of the goals of this stream will be to help you make the determination whether or not that is something that you want to do. So I definitely think the character is very worthwhile. In my experience so far, she's been a lot of fun. I think I still have a lot of room for growth on mine. In fact, one of the things I'm going to be doing tonight is just working on farming some of the materials that I need to continue leveling her talents. But before we get too far into that, this is what I'm working with on my build for Kamisato Ayaka at the moment. Currently, I have her set in a quick swap team. So I decided I wanted to go Cryo Resonance for Kamisato Ayaka. And I'll get into her total stats here shortly. But basically, the idea, you know, with any primary DPS, you want high output, you want crit rate, crit damage, all that good stuff. And, you know, but Kamisato Ayaka, more so than a lot of primary characters, you really do need access to her elemental burst as much as possible. And it's an 80 cost burst, so it's one of those things where you do want some energy recharge too. That's an area that I'm struggling with a little bit with mine, but it hasn't been too bad so far. But I'm working on kind of getting her where I want position wise. For now, like I said, she is positioned to be the primary DPS in this group. I've got her on a team with Venti. So to those of you who have Venti, you know that there's a lot of characters in the game who immediately after you shoot Venti's elemental burst, you basically can't hit the enemies that have been pulled into it, and it can get really frustrating. But you don't really have to worry about that with Ayaka, because all of her skills, her elemental burst, and her charged attack will all reach the enemies that are in that. And one of the other things of note is immediately after you dash, it charges her abilities with cryo. So as long as you throw a dash in every now and then, you'll continuously deal cryo damage, which is going to make Ayaka one of the most potent continual cryo damage dealers in the game for at least for a while. So that was a really nice surprise as far as that works, and I'm really happy with how that worked out. How do I keep up both Ayaka and Beidou burst? Well, right now Beidou is in the party, not so much for continual burst, but because in world exploration, I kind of needed a greatsword character and a character that can use Electro, because Inazuma requires Electro, and I was getting tired of going back into my inventory regularly. She's the only character that fits the bill for both. So in time, I may end up swapping it to where
A blade embraces
I'm not using Beto as the primary in this group, or the primary, Electro in the group. I may switch to somebody else, or I may even swap to a different element. And if I did that, it would probably be Hydro, to be very honest. Hydro is really, really, really good with Kamisato Ayaka for obvious reasons. You just keep enemies frozen. I've tried it with Mona a bit. That works really nicely. I imagine Child would work well. I imagine Singcha would work really, really well as well. So I don't really think there's any bad options as far as Hydro is concerned. All of those should be good options if you don't want to use Electro. If you're struggling to get good elemental regeneration on Kamisato Ayaka, then the Electro Traveler is actually a good choice for that, because he helps you build elemental particles a bit faster. Mine is underdeveloped right now. I have been using him a little bit here and there, but he's not really where I want him to be, and that's one of the other reasons why he's not in this group, in addition to the fact that he does not have a claymore, obviously. I need to be able to break rocks and all of that stuff, with this group while I'm exploring the world. That's this group's main goal, is just Inazuma exploration safely, and having a greatsword character is just necessary. So with that said, when I set into the roles, I actually did manage to get Ayaka in the first set. So I was on the non-guaranteed role, but I did get her on the first one. And then I got, I don't even remember how many rolls in. It was for the weapon. It wasn't far. I got the weapon at only, let's see. Wasn't too, I think I did get to like soft pity area, but yeah, I did. I got to 62. So it wasn't so bad, but it was, I won the 50-50 on the weapon too. So I went ahead and got the Mist Splitter Reforged, which is a really nice weapon. And just having read the stats, I knew it was going to be something I would want for her. If you have that availability, then by all means you should do it. But if you don't, then, I wouldn't stress out about it. There's other good weapon options as well. But one of the things that I'm most going to be working on tonight is getting her elemental bursts leveled up as far as I can. So I'm going to be farming as many enemies as I can while I'm exploring and trying to complete stuff out here. That's pretty much my primary goal. So I'm going to go to 8 at least on it first. But I should have what I need as far as like the advanced mats to go all the way to 10. And then I'm going to try to get the other two caught up to level 8 at least. That's the goal. Later on this evening, I'm actually, I don't have any constellations on her yet, but I am planning on trying for C1. That would be really nice. That's what I would like to do. So, or C2 rather. That's what I would really like to do, because this gives you a bit of extra damage on top of what she's already capable of doing, and I think that'll be really nice. But her Constellation 1 is already really, really good. Having a 50% chance of decreasing the cooldown of her main E ability is really nice. That's just going to be helpful no matter what. So as far as the rest of it is concerned, yeah, so I have for her artifacts, you can see I'm using 2 times Gladiator and 2 times Blizzard Strayer. I didn't see the need to go 4 times Blizzard Strayer, nor the need to go working with some of the new artifact sets with her, especially considering she's a primary for me. And I really wanted a primary damage dealer that could produce consistent cryo. Whereas Eula is a cryo, and she's probably my best primary DPS that I have, but she's also not great at producing cryo frequently enough. Whereas Ayaka can do that continuously. So there's this kind of a stark difference in how you would use these two characters. But yeah, so I went with 2 times Gladiator, 2 times Blizzard Strayer, and I tried my best to get crit rate and crit damage on all pieces. What I ended up with was crit rate and crit damage on most of them. So obviously the crit damage circlet has, you know, the crit damage is up here, so you can't have it down here, but I did get crit rate on that. My cryo goblet sadly did not pick up crit damage. It doesn't really matter right now. So you can see I did end up getting both on the other stats, which is still nice, except for on the flower I only have crit damage again. So I have a couple of artifacts that I actually would like to replace. And actually, now that I'm looking at these two, let's see. No, I do have crit rate and crit damage. Never mind. I was just on the wrong one. Okay, cool. There we go. So yeah, I have 7% crit rate on this, 20.2% crit damage on the flower. I was really confused. Like, I thought I had this, but whatever. So yeah, I only have like one piece that I really want to replace. That's my cryo damage bonus goblet. And honestly, it picked up elemental mastery, not really what I wanted. If it had been crit damage, it would have been perfect, but this is just you know, where things landed on. Defense obviously is throwaway, HP is throwaway, you know, it just kind of is what it is. I'm not super thrilled with my sands, but if I could make it, you know, if I can get another one that has both in the Blizzard Strayer set, then I will probably replace it. And I'm going to continue to farm it for a little bit, but we'll see where it ends up. She is level 80 right now, so is her weapon. I have a lot of farming to do to get both of these things to 90 still. There's quite a lot to do with that. It's just going to take a little while to keep pushing through that. But with that said, her stats ended up at a really healthy, here's crit rate. I know you can't, let me just go ahead and swap this back. So crit rate is 51.3%. Crit damage is 213.9%. So I'm pretty pleased with how that ended up coming together. Very solid overall numbers that I really can't complain about. You know, if I could get her crit rate a little bit higher, you know, that would be great too. But this is still a really ideal range. 111.7 energy recharge. I would like to see that a little bit higher, but it'll do for now. Her cryo bonus damage is 81.6%, but you may have noticed that I do have Venti in the group, and I've done a little revising with my Venti with this as well. So my Venti is now sitting on a 4-piece Viridescent Venerer set, and that is mainly so that he can, you know, debuff the enemies to remove any cryo resistance that they may have, and thusly continue to increase her damage. But it also makes his swirl damage go up by quite a bit, and that's mostly what he's about. I finally got around to not constellations, but I finally got around to leveling up both his elemental burst and his skyward sonnet a bit, so he's actually doing a bit more damage than he used to. He's still using the refinement 5 level 70, the stringless that I've had forever. But yeah, so basically this team is built around quick swap Venti and Ayaka. And it's been working out really, really nicely. I really don't have much to complain about. Most enemies die really fast when you put them in the middle of the, you know, both of their elemental bursts. So it produces quite a lot of damage, and I guess I'll get out there and start showing you guys what has been kind of going down with this group so far. As far as like, you know, Inazuma exploration, I've got all of the map uncovered. I haven't managed to get this domain over here yet. I haven't figured out what's going on with that one, but I haven't had as much time as I would like on a personal level to kind of tackle some of that stuff. I'll figure it out, but I haven't figured it out yet. But yeah, I was wandering around there for a little bit earlier today, and I couldn't figure it out. So I will though. Okay, so in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and teleport over here, and we'll see what's out here. Are my stat rolls bad? What are you talking about? I'm not really sure. I mean, no, I don't think the stat rolls are bad. They're like my crit rate rolls are kind of mediocre, but I mean, even just to be over 50%, I'm not upset about that anyways. So yeah, this one had 7%, this one had 7. This one's crit damage 5.4, crit rate 13.2. This one only hit crit rate, no crit damage 6.6, and this one was crit 10. So like, I'm not upset with it. I would like it to be better, but I'll take it. Imagine getting more than 100 crit damage. This was made by the Genshin Impact Hates Me gang. I mean, most of the characters that I use as primary DPS end up with significantly higher than, you know, 100% crit damage. Most of the time, I tend to target greater than 160. And for the most part, I've been successful with that. I want to say maybe Mona is one of the few characters who I have not managed to do that with yet. And that's because this character just needs some revisiting as far as like build adjustments and stuff. No, she's at 158.8, so I mean it's nitpicky, but it's close. But there are still some pieces that I'd like to replace for her as well.
The day in the life of the traveler.
Even though Ganyu is better than Ayaka, Ayaka's more fun to play for me, and all the ticks of damage is so satisfying to hear. Yeah, I mean, that's very true as well. Honestly, like, I like Ganyu. I think that she certainly serves a purpose in the game, but I don't really enjoy playing Ganyu that much. She kind of makes everything super easy, and that just, I don't know, it gets boring a little bit. So yeah, basically the idea is you kind of want to get quick swaps going as much as you can with this with Ayaka, so that you can deal a lot of damage really quickly. Go ahead and drop that one before he buffs himself. He can go ahead and ice up. It doesn't matter. He's hydro anyways.
Yahoo!
If I had any elemental bursts charged, this would have been a lot easier, but you know, what can you do? They don't really last very long anyways, but the next fight I'll have elemental bursts ready a lot faster. Let me see if I can cut this a little bit faster here using Beto. I mean, even Ayaka wasn't doing bad damage through the shield, so I wasn't really too upset with that, but I think it was going just a little bit quicker with Beto, yeah, because I can bust down the shield and then just light him up. Oops. Yeah, so Ayaka's damage is pretty solid even with the skills at level 6 with the build that I have on her right now. I want, like I said, my goal right now is to find a lot of the what is it, the old sword pieces that you need. This the famed handguards. So yeah, all of the old handguards, that's what I need. I need to make a whole bunch more of these so I can continue leveling her elemental burst. That's the thing I really want to push tonight, and pretty much just kind of showcase what the character's doing and why, if you have her and Venti, you should use them together. I have a god tier cryo goblet, but it's on my level 20 Kaya. That's a big oof there, Zephyr Mist. You have a, okay, yeah, I just saw that. What about full glad? Any good, you think? I mean, honestly, like, I find full gladiator to be kind of an underwhelming option for most characters. Just because you kind of ignore, you know, your primary damage options in a lot of cases for that. My recollection of the 4-piece bonus for that is that it's physical, or is it just, you know, it's just, yeah, it's normal and attack damage. So this is something I would not recommend for Ayaka, because her best damage production comes from her elemental burst. That thing does crazy damage, and if you're not building a 4-piece bonus, or, you know, if you're not using a bonus to make that better, you're missing out on what makes her kit so strong. So I wouldn't recommend that, no. Alright, so let's go ahead and head down to this part of the map and see what kind of samurai enemies I can find out here. Tevada, sorry, how much ER do I have on Ayaka? I have like 117 or something like that, or no, 111, I think. Not a lot. Like, I would like to have a lot more ER on her, but, you know, this is just kind of where the cards fell for now. Purple says my mic is a bit quiet, so what I'm gonna do, as opposed to doing anything with that, is I'm gonna turn the game sounds down a bit, and that probably will resolve that issue. Let me know if you're having trouble hearing me over the game sounds after that, but I kind of doubt you will. Alright, so let's do this trial. What is it? Oh, it's these guys. Alright, well then. See if I can just go ahead and light him up with this. I need him to... Oh, he charged straight out of that burst immediately. That's really annoying. Well, I probably should have been paying attention to what kind of... You know, what his first strike would be. Whatever, not that big a deal. Why am I attacking that? I keep attacking the rocks nearby. I don't want to attack the rocks. Those are not ideal. That was the wrong character to swap to. Whatever.
Here we go.
But you definitely, if you're using 4-piece Viridescent Venerer Venti with Ayaka, you want to make sure that you're swapping to him frequently enough to make sure that the Venerer bonus continues to be applied as much as possible. You don't want to miss out on that opportunity. Yeah, her burst is very good. I definitely don't have any issues with that. Kept Folly says, surprise, I'm not using a freeze comp. So I actually, in the future, I probably will use a freeze comp. But for now, the reason why I'm not is cryo resistance, or cryo resonance rather, adds a lot more crit rate to Ayaka. So she's sitting at like 52 or something % naturally. And then if the enemy is already impacted by cryo, then it goes up by 15%. So I'll be sitting closer to like 65. That helps to further stabilize her consistent damage. But the reason why Beidou is there as opposed to like Mona in that slot is that I need a greatsword character. And that's the main reason why it's her. Now, a lot of places in Inazuma, as a lot of you are probably already aware, are raining all the time, so you get a lot of, you know, free freezing damage anyways, or free freezing application anyways. So it really hasn't been that big a deal. And if you're near any of the coastlines, then, you know, it's just like this, like the enemy gets immediately frozen, you don't really have to worry about much anyways. So it really hasn't been that big of a deal for me yet, while just, you know, free exploring Inazuma. I really haven't had any issues with that. But I do plan to, you know, outside of Inazuma, using this party, Beidou would probably go away and be replaced with, for me it will be Mona, because she's my most developed Hydro character. But at some point it may swap to like Xingqiu or somebody like that when I actually have them built. Do I think the flute is good on Ayaka? You know, as far as free-to-play weapons are concerned, I want to say off the top of my head, I think flute is energy recharge, isn't it? Let me double check. I don't remember off the top of my head. No, it's attack. Okay, so shows what I remember. Okay, so normal charge attacks grant. Okay, so it, yeah, deals that added damage bonus on top. I don't think flute would be bad, especially seeing as how she has some like added attack benefits or skills that scale bonus from attack. But I think there are better weapons. Anything with crit rate or crit damage, if she's going to be a burst dealer for you, is usually better. Whereas attack will kind of be a band-aid in the event you don't generally have good crit or crit rate or crit damage substats to add to your build. Alright, so let's go ahead and just throw this into this guy, and then yeah, so this is where the Venti and Ayaka build really come into their own, where like enemies like that just basically get incinerated when you throw out both of their bursts. The amount of damage that goes down is just crazy. Even the boss that you have to farm for Ayaka's materials dies pretty fast when you do a double burst like that on them. And it'll be something I'll show you guys here shortly. Because I do still need to farm more of those if I want to get her to 90 anytime soon. But yeah, she does great damage. I really can't complain about the character. Even her normals, so long as you keep them charged with cryo, are quite good. But it's just even better just using consistent add-ons from Venti. And I find myself drawn to using her charged attack a lot because it auto-targets wherever the enemies are, and it hits multiple times. So you're looking at, you know, from the 3 strikes for me right now, anywhere from 15 to 20k damage across the 3 strikes, and to me that's pretty solid. Now granted, I've seen upwards of 40,000 damage on Eula from normal hits, you know, after she's built up a bit of momentum. But, you know, Ayaka doesn't have to build up any momentum. It's, you know, 15 to 20k just on tap, and it's easy to access, which is nice. But really, I think these characters are good at different things. Like I said, Ayaka's great for quick swap comps, where you want to, you know, deal a lot of consistent cryo damage. And Eula's more about white damage, you know, applying physical damage. So they're really good at very different things. Ravish says, at Teyvat Historia, the new craftable weapon is the best option for Ayaka just because the substat is attack percent, and its passive is generating raw energy that is needed for Ayaka. I mean, there's definitely something to be said for new craftable weapons, for sure. And like I said, because she has added scaling from attack percent, that's always really nice too. However, it is worth noting that 5-star weapons, if you have them, have much better scaling. All right, so let's go ahead and just get into this boss, and I'll show you guys what I was talking about, how these things tend to combine nicely. Just go ahead and run off him a little bit. And then the boss pretty much just kind of falls apart. The 2 elemental bursts shred him up pretty quick. This first part, he seems to, you know, kind of resist a little bit, but it's not too bad. And then he gets into, you know, the phase where you have to kill the smaller enemies. But it hasn't really been much of an issue for me. Get away from that stuff. The one trick that I've had with this boss is figuring out which one of the 4 it wants me to attack at any given time. I thought I had him. I guess not. Come on, man. Alright. Now we got him, for sure. Is it not going to spawn the ads? There we go. Which one is it? Ruin Cruiser. I think that's the flying one. No, it's this one over here. So yeah, because it can be a different one every time, it gets a little confusing sometimes. But, you know, this boss overall isn't too bad. I completely whiffed that. Okay, well, there we go. I completely whiffed with the Venti ult. I probably should have held that a little longer, but whatever. Venti recharges energy fast enough. Let me just go ahead and take that too while I'm at it, so I can reapply that onto the boss here in a second. Alright, and hopefully that'll be enough to get Venti his burst. Maybe I'll see if I can absorb a little more from that. Here, alright, just give me the burst back. Give it to me. Come on. There we go. And that'll probably do it. I do think that my Eula team generally blasts through this even a little bit faster just because my Eula does so much more damage. But my Ayaka was capable of pairing with Venti and killing this boss at like level 50, which was still pretty impressive. And I was, you know, not upset by it at all. So it works out pretty nice. She does good damage. The team is pretty well rounded. Like, I feel like I have a margin of safety throughout it, which is nice. All right. All right. So the Ruined Sentinel, it wants glows. I don't know if I ever noticed that. I'll have to take a little bit of a closer look for that on the next one. That might be underground. I'm gonna teleport over to this. If that ley line's underground, I'm gonna go kill that. Because those enemies are really good for, you need them for the weapon, for the 5-star weapon. If you don't have them, then you end up struggling to find that stuff. No, this is the wrong direction. That's towards the boss. I want to go this way. Man, you're gonna miss the trope of Archons having a human disguise since the other Raiden and the others won't do that. I wouldn't be super sure about that. I'm just gonna say it. Like, I've got some thoughts on that. This story was, you know, what we've learned so far in 2.0. Obviously, the Shogun is the Electro Argon right now, for sure. There's no denying that. But there might be a little bit more at play right now than it seems on the surface, and I'm you know, really excited to kind of see where all that's going to go. Because there were some interesting little things that I noticed that I'm going to get into with my video that I have coming out early next week. It should be Monday or Tuesday, where, you know, it'll kind of make more sense when you see what I'm talking about. But it's definitely unusual choices that were made with some of the other characters, and why I think there could be something not what it seems like going on. Can Ayaka's charge attack hit enemies sucked up by Venti's ult? Yes. Yes, they can. Or yes, it can, and it's really, really nice to have have an ability that can actually do that, because, you know, Venti's elemental burst is frequently frustrating for that, and then you can't really get any benefit from it. All right, so I don't seem to be finding this. Is it actually on the surface? I don't think so. Unless there's like a dinky little island over there. Yeah, hey, Miko. Supremacy, yeah. Abraham knows what I'm talking about. Okay, maybe it is on the surface. Oh, hey, there's these two over here overlooking the ocean. I'm gonna go give them a bad day. One of the great things, obviously, about any cryo character is that they generally work great against the Fatui in general. You know, a lot of the games, you know, Fatui enemies really... Oh, cool. Ah, I didn't get it fast enough. That was really lame. A lot of the game's Fatui enemies do not, you know, do very well against cryo as a whole. I believe they knocked me off the cliff like that. The guy had like 1 health left. He knocks me off a cliff and kills my Ayaka. That's super awesome. Raiden or Kokomi, I can try a 5-star weapon in the banner. I mean, it's really going to be up to whatever element you need more, I think. Where'd he go? I think there was only the one left, and oh, he healed himself. Cool.
Life goes on.
All right, fine. Go ahead and heal up my Ayaka really quick before I get into it again. I mean, Ayaka would have died no matter what from that falling off the cliff, so is what it is, kind of.
Here we go.
Oh, he got knocked down by Chi-Chi. Yeah, and then she pretty much just chops through these things. You know, she deals such consistent cryo damage. It's just really nice, so long as you don't get knocked off a cliff. Climbing with Chi-Chi, yeah. TH, have so many better characters for climbing. Yeah, I mean, every character has better climbing attributes than Chi-Chi. She's so small. Anyways. Yeah, they do take longer and more stamina, but it didn't really hurt me or anything. It wasn't that big a deal. Alright, so I don't think... There's not really a whole lot... Oh, I was trying to go over to that, what is it? I think out there on that island might be where that is. Maybe. No, it's to the northwest of me a little bit more, so maybe I need to head that direction. You were saving for Kokomi since she was Mimi, but I don't know if I'll roll for her anymore. I don't know what that means. I got Ganyu but lost Hu Tao 50-50, so I really should pull Yoimiya over Ayaka, but I'm greedy and you want both. Yeah, that makes sense. Yoimiya is a character I'm really excited about. I think she's going to be a really nice addition as well. Especially after playing as Yoimiya during the event. I'm going to drown. Yes, I am. God dang it. But yeah, the quest line for Yoimiya where you actually get to play as her, like, you know, we got a nice little early preview on that character, and that was nice because she's really strong. Obviously, like, their builds are suboptimal as well, so you don't really get, you know, a whole lot of value for that. So that was another, you know, thing. Oh, this is not even a good one. All right, I'll just go and leave it. I was hoping this was going to be some of the like new, you know, Conrian enemy type deal, but I guess not. It's just all these little hydro slimes. I'm not really worried about these at all. And we'll go and throw a venti swirl in there too. Today is Kill Ayaka Day, apparently. Yeah, I mean, well, technically, it's not really... She didn't really die, technically. She drowned and lost a little bit of health. Alright, we'll just head on back to... Oh, come on. Gotta get in the air, apparently. There we go. And I'll just return back to this side. You know, I didn't even really need to do that, because I can just... Let's see. I can just go down here and start farming from down here on this side of the map. Because this is what I need anyways. I need all these materials to give her better skills overall. All right, so I do have a lot of Oculus I haven't been able to find yet. The Electro Oculus, I think, in general. I don't know if you guys agree. Let me know in the chat if you do. But I think the Electro Oculus as a whole have been much more challenging to find than they have been, than other regions were. I generally came to feel that the Geo Oculus and the Animo Oculus were pretty easy to find. But some of these Electro Oculus have been quite challenging. To where, like I actually run around for a little while trying to find it, and then I don't find it, and I'm like, okay, maybe I'm just overlooking something. I get frustrated and I leave and I come back later. I still have to finish the quest line, I guess, that prevents all this added damage stuff from ticking over here as well. Because I haven't finished that yet. But I really haven't had as much time to work on some of this stuff as I would have liked. I'm going to try and do some of the quests tonight as well. I've got to finish this Sacred Sakura cleansing ritual one as well. Maybe down here? Looks like it's probably down here. So I'm pretty much right on top of it again. There's a Sealy down here. Where is it? Is it not down here? Oh, I see it. It's right up there. Well, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and just get myself a little extra height. Some locked behind time gates and barriers, yeah. I've definitely had some that were locked behind barriers that I couldn't get through yet because I haven't gotten enough of the Electro Sigils to unlock the level that's required to walk through them yet. And that's why, I don't know if some of you may have noticed, I have a one of, like, the custom teleporters, the portable waypoints over here. Because I wanted a reminder that one was there. Which reminds me, how many Electro Sigils do I have right now? Probably not that many. 10, yeah. I don't have that many right now. Alright, so I got that one. You used a website for finding them because you're lazy. Oof. I mean, you can do that too. I mean, that's definitely a legitimate, way to do it. I kind of prefer the challenge first, and then once I've gotten pretty much all of them, and like I need to tighten up on whatever ones are left, then I'll compare my map marks to what I don't have. Usually it's 1 or 2, and that'll help me find the ones I'm missing so that I don't want to die trying to find the last one. All right, there we go. It has been nice to have a solid and steady flow of chests again for the first time in a really long time. Because, after not having any for a really long time, it's just such a nice change of pace. I didn't really need to do that. Oh, nice. He got knocked down. I like it. Where did the other one go? Oh, he's behind me. There he is. No, get out of here with that. You know what? Fine, I'm just gonna throw this at him because I don't feel like dealing with him. Alright, he's definitely gonna die. Yeah, that didn't go super great for him. He just got pulled up into the Venti burst and just melts. And that's what Venti and Ayaka kind of do when you pair them together anyways. They're kind of one of those like perfect matchup type situations where a lot of characters really can't utilize Venti's burst very well, and Ayaka just can, so it's really nice. Yeah, that one took me half a day to complete the cleansing ritual. Yeah, I was working on that one for a little while yesterday, actually. I missed out on 3 Electro Oculus. I know 1 locked, but I have no idea where the other 2 are anymore. Oof. So glad they gave us map marks. Yeah, I know. I was really concerned when I first started, on Tuesday. Like, oh god, I'm gonna have to start deleting map markers so that I can keep track of, which, Oculus I've found and which ones I haven't. And then I noticed that we have 150 instead. I was like, okay, that's a nice quality of life improvement for sure. I haven't been finding that many Shogun enemies. I need to find a lot more of those. So frustrating to hunt for Sakura. Oh my god. Yes, it is. It really is. Like, there's not nearly enough of those across the map. I have definitely found a supreme shortage of Sakuras for leveling up my Ayaka. It actually, I did end up having to go into, one of my mods' route. I had to go into his world and steal about 5 Sakuras from him the other day because I couldn't find any in my world anymore. And even then, I feel like they respawn pretty slow. And, you know, I think that's what really, you know, kind of adds insult to injury on it, is that they just respawn so slowly. If they didn't respawn so slow, it wouldn't be nearly as bad. You know, if they were on like 12-hour timers or something, that'd be great. But I think they're more on like 24 or maybe even 36. I'm not sure. I haven't, you know, done any exact testing on it, but it feels like an age. It just does. I definitely need to heal up again. There's a quest over there. I should probably pick that up while I'm here too. I'm kind of just exploring aimlessly right now anyways. Oh, I see one of those little electro things over there too. I need to go get that. I love Inazuma, but it feels oddly incomplete. There's an unholy amount of common chests, and a lot of shields have nothing inside them, like they forgot to place a reward. What do you think? I don't know that I've noticed any that didn't have anything inside. I don't know, maybe I'm not paying attention, but I don't know that I've noticed any shields that had nothing inside them. That's interesting. I'll have to pay more attention to that, because I feel like most of them have had, like, shrines or, you know, things like that inside them, or like a Sealy or one of those electro things that you have to get that will go somewhere else to eventually get to a different chest. That kind of deal. The spawn like silk flowers, 48 hours, but really more like every 3 days. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Okay, so Thunder Sakura is that big tree thing over there, I think. Okay. Beyond the shrine in Kanazuka, you'll find Thunder Sakura. They share a common origin with the Sacred Sakura and possess a similar power too. Recently, the Thunder Sakura have been damaged, but not producing blossoms. Yeah, everything needs to be producing a lot more blossoms. So far, I've discovered a group of treasure hoarders. Oh, good old treasure hoarders. And to put it bluntly, I'd be hopeless in a fight. Yeah, probably. Let's see. Initially thought okay, this just a little basic side quest, nothing fancy. Talk to Miyuki. Okay. Investigate the treasure hoarder camp. Let's... What? Oh, I messed that up. Let's see. I do need to finish that one. And then there's also this one over here that I need to take care of. But let's see how close that one was. Okay, it's right over there. I need to start, you know, knocking out some of these quests so that I can actually get to level 2 on the on the region reputation stuff again, or in Inazuma, I should say, because I I still can't do bounties, and I definitely need to open those up before the end of the week. Oh, these guys are gonna freeze. What's up, guys?
Let's play.
Oh, these guys stood no chance at all. Yai is just Electro evolved Yunfei. I don't know what that means. Alright. So please don't kill me. It had nothing to do with that. Okay, yeah, something like that. What's that got to do? It's my job. Okay, so we're just, you know, picking on the treasure hunters for sure. I know some of the chests in strange locations where items can easily fall away tend to only have primos and electro sigils. Yeah, that's something I have noticed. And that's actually pretty convenient, honestly, because if they, you know, if they had artifacts or weapons, stuff like that, that would fall away, and then you're chasing swords down the side of a cliff, that can get kind of frustrating. And that was something that happened a lot in Lille, for sure. Dream on, kiddo. This did he call us an imp? He called us a cocky little imp. Really? Really, dude? He's talking to Paimon like that. That's not okay. Then he's talking to somebody who doesn't appear to be there. Yeah, there's nobody there. Unless this guy... oh, okay. So he just said that and then ran away. This guy. Report back. Okay, let's go do that. Shrine gives 11. Treasure compass is useful. Yeah, I haven't gone... Well, I don't know that... I doubt very many people, if any, have gotten that yet. Not here, anyways. Hello, Astoria. Have you seen how lifeless Raiden looks sometimes, like after her fight in her splash art? Yeah, she definitely does have kind of a lifeless appearance, which is among, you know, if you've watched my Why Hunt Visions theory, you may have a little bit more information on what I think. You know, you'll basically, I explained that you know, they use the word euthemic for the quest line, which is generally used to describe people who are emotionless, or people who are bipolar but have no manic or depressed symptoms of bipolar disorders, which usually are characteristic of it. So it's kind of like you're still broken, but you're asymptomatic in a way, but it's really like a different reaction to this. And I feel like the Shogun is you know, a victim of her own mind. Something happened. She's kind of covering up for it, and that's why she seems lifeless. And then they also did give us a little bit more information with the reveal with her splash art, where they posted this, which, you know, further connects the idea of euthymia to the Shogun and not to, you know, like the vision holders who lost their visions during the quest line, because there is something called the plane of euthymia, which I believe is that, you know, like red area that we were teleported to early on in the quest, or in the second quest when you actually, you know, fight her. So that again ties it to her. This is like kind of like, I guess, like her kind of go-to and be broken place. Okay, just a bunch of whopper flowers out here, not a big deal. Okay, I'm gonna just freeze and die probably. Let's not do that. Here, let's throw all the good damage down. Hopefully I don't get struck by lightning before these things die. Nope, I got struck by lightning, but everything died, so it's fine. I really wanted to try and heal off of those enemies first, but I didn't really have that luxury right away, because I didn't want to stop and get struck by lightning, and I wanted to go ahead and get that elemental burst out, so whatever. Not a big deal. Just heal off of this guy. Wow, taking a lot of damage from these electric strikes from the tree still. Did you not? Let's just go over here and get this one. Oh my god, I'm getting so many like little electro applications between the rain and the tree. Alright, so this should be fine. Still taking more damage than I need to. I gotta get away from this tree. I hate this thing. I'm gonna go over. Oh my god, what? Oh my god, I just wanted to get a little bit of space. Just a little bit. This thing friggin' just had to murder my Ayaka already. Alright, all I wanted to do was just get near this thing. That's all I wanted to do. But no, it just kept like doing that little stagger thing where you can't move. And then it wouldn't even let me swap characters. So let's go to the Statue of the Seven and make Ayaka not dead again. Alright. There we go. That's better. Let's see. I think I was up in this general area, so, or maybe in this area. Finished the main story and haven't done the side quest. Yeah, that's pretty much where I am too. I haven't done like any of those yet. Remove the juvenile antics left on the Thunder Sakura by the treasure holder 05. Really? Where was that? Oh man, come on. Alright, let me go to the actual quest tracker and see if it will actually give me a point to follow. Go to quest menu to access quest hints. Oh, okay. Cool. Let's do it that way then. To just stride into the sun, you find the 5 Thunder Securities in Kanazuka, and they're currently imperiled. You must observe them closely to find a way to solve the issue. If you meet with any trouble, go consult Miyuki. So yeah, I mean, that's one of those trees that I was just at, but so yeah, I think it was this one I was just at. Okay, so don't know if I understand what you're supposed to do with these. Let's see. I don't know if anybody else has had bad luck with this particular mechanic, but I noticed that like a lot of the times these do not appear to work very well. Or you'll point them straight at you or at this point like you're supposed to, or they'll be just barely slightly off and it still won't work. Which is kind of frustrating. I don't know what's going on with those. I don't know if I'm just missing a detail for how these things are supposed to work. But like, you know, here it is. It's pointing, as far as I can tell, in the direction that it's supposed to. You can, you know, run it all the way around in a big circle or whatever, but, you know, you get it to where it's supposed to be pointing, and then it just does not want to lock up. And I've had some that will lock up, but others that won't, and I don't know if you have to, like, get another one to point at it first or something. I don't know if I'm just missing a detail there. All right, let me... This little tick here again. Antics left. Oh, it's probably that over there. Here, probably something you get rid of with cryo, right? Yeah, no, I mean, it's gone, but it didn't. Okay, so there's more of them. Okay. All right, that's 2. Is there another one? All right. Yeah, okay, cool. Maybe it'll stop trying to electrocute me now. That would be super nice. It actually did. Okay, cool. I'll take it. All right, so... Wait. Is that not it? I don't even think that was it. It was just a puzzle. Okay, retrieve for an object. So it was just that. It was just... Okay, I was just, I guess, discovering a new puzzle that I hadn't noticed before. Interesting. All right, so there's going to be 4 more of those trees. I'm going to have to figure out where those are. Stick, how's it going? Welcome. Bunch of them are bugged. If they don't work, you need to log out and back in. I mean, I've logged out and back in, and they just still don't seem to work. I don't know. Like, I'm kind of okay with just leaving them alone and then coming back and getting them at some point in the future. Honestly, there's a whole lot of other puzzles that, you know, you can still run around and do in the meantime. It really doesn't impact you that much. Let's see if I've got... No, I still don't have enough of those. Seems like a robot from her mannerisms. I don't think the Shogun's a robot. I think she's masking a mental illness. That's what I think that she's doing, and I think she's, you know, got a lot of like mental strife going on. Like there's something not right there with her mental state. But you know, she's also very matter of fact. You know, like after her encounter with the Traveler and they got away, you know, it's just like, you know, hunt them down for the decree. Next time I'll strike twice. That's it. Like, very matter of fact, like, okay, well, now I know what I'll do to make sure I kill them without letting them get away. Which was an interesting thing, too. Okay, let's see. Does that... Okay, yeah, these always work the same way. Pretty much every one of them is on 2. So that one and that one. Nice. I actually really like this puzzle. These kind of puzzles just work well for me. I usually figure them out really fast. Those are fun ones for me. Pattern recognition is one of those things that I've always been really good at. Warpaint Unicorn says, weirdly, the shoreline of Naruki reminds me of the southern middle Ontario when you're on a boat. The hit of nostalgia for you for a second. Interesting. Alright, well, let's just go ahead and throw this then. Oh, that was close. Yeah, all these Fatui really do quite poorly against Ayaka and Venti. Except for this one that teleported away from it. That's fine too, no big deal. Just go ahead and heal up a little bit and then we'll come back at it. Here, you know what? Let me just go ahead and throw this down too while I'm at it. Just go ahead and get some extra damage applications from the burst. Not that it's great, but my beta's not that good, but it'll do. All right, you Mirror Maiden, let's go. Come on. All right.
Winter, shall
so does anybody know, like, if is like the quest line, like, I forget the guy's name that I was talking to. He gave me a bunch of, you know, like 2 quests to like get the shield that was over here brought down, and he was talking about how everything's kind of bad over here right now. Do you eventually get to remove this effect that, like, you know, gives you like an electrolysis burn while you're here? Like, does this go away? Oh, there's a lot of keys for this. Interesting. Oh, I know that I'm gonna have to come back over here. There we go. That'll help, but then so will this over here. I do wish that stuff would stay on you a little longer. That would be nice. Oh, I didn't even mean to fall in the water. Sorry, Venti. I was looking at the chat on the left, and I looked down, and Venti's just drowning. Poor dude. That was very unfortunate. Within 50 seconds. All right. Oh, come on. Back out there.
I have to start.
Why? All right. I am kind of blowing it on this one right now.
Guys.
'Cause you need to kind of skate out there, and my Ayaka's just got very little health. So what I'm going to do, because, you know what? Wait, there was an enemy over there, and I can just go heal off of that. So let's just go heal on this thing over here really quick. Before I make some kind of other derpy mistake that gets my Ayaka killed again. And we'll just take care of these enemies over here.
Yahoo!
I was really hoping he would go airborne from that, but he didn't want to, I guess. Okay, well, at least now I can see him.
Life goes
Alright,
on.
now I can get some health back. Yeah, I know the challenge has failed. I'll go back over there and try it again in a second. Alright.
Here we go.
This thing's gonna die fast now that Ayaka's actually back up again. And not near death. Or at least temporarily not near death. Because God knows these enemies do plenty of damage.
Oh,
Alright, man, come on.
Yahoo! Whirling hard and
Oh, what? Oh, come on. I cannot keep my Ayaka alive tonight. I just can't. Apparently I can't. I think she's died more in the last hour than she has the entire, like, few days since I've had her. This is just getting, like, bordering on embarrassing. Stop dying, Ayaka. That thing over there is driving me crazy, too. And now that I don't have my primary DPS, like, I'm just gonna have a problem. Oh my god, could you stop? All of these enemies are actually driving me insane right now. Could you not?
wow.
I sure would like to go over there, and I can't. Let's see if that'll actually cast over there. Oh good, it did. Here, have this. Yeah. Better. Can't really go over there right now because I just get electrocuted and it prevents me from going across. I don't see anything else in the water, so I'm going over. Come here. Oh my god, that's not good. Okay, well that was not good. All right, that's fine.
Brace yourself.
Take extra damage. Just die. God. Oh, that's gonna be bad. I can't catch a break with these. You know, the whole reason I came over here was just to heal my Ayaka, and instead she ended up very dead, which is just obnoxious. And then this thing has like 1 health and chases me away. Yo, enough. Jeez. That was obnoxious. It's one of those things where like my whole party kind of hinges on 1 effective DPS right now, and if it goes down, you kind of lose some options. Venti's still really good, but you know, like his normal attacks aren't leveled right now, so he doesn't really have the option to like prop up my damage in the event my other characters are dead. So what we're gonna do, because I do want to come back down here, I'm just gonna teleport away, resurrect and heal, and I'll just come back down. At TH, have a pretty cool idea for Raiden's story quest, where she visits Zhongli and Venti to get some advice from her senior archons on how to deal with her euthymia and to regain her people's trust. I definitely think that's going to be, you know, a possibility for that character, because she's, you know, she's definitely going to have to earn everybody's trust again. She's done some pretty bad things, you know, like she's been directly responsible for the death of a lot of people. In Inazuma. So it's, you know, like, yes, she is the Archon. They can't really do anything about that. But there's definitely going to be, you know, at least some element to play here where she's, you know, not able to just be like, hey, everybody, I'm back. Like, I don't think it doesn't just work like that. Like, they're gonna definitely have to kind of ease into it a little bit. Because I don't think she's just gonna, you know, automatically gain everybody's trust right away again. All right, I don't know if that was the right play. Maybe. That one's still too far away. Ugh. Some of these drive me crazy. 'Cause you can't quite easily figure out where they're supposed to go, or if there's a line of sight issue, you still can't connect them. Yeah, that's all line of sight issue. I'm gonna have to go back up and put it back up there. All right. That's still not... Oh, I bet you that the power comes from the other side. That's why I'm not getting a connection. So... feel like... Yeah, it's right here. Will that connect? That did connect. Why? Stop connecting to me. No. Oh my god. What is happening right now? Connect to that, not to me. I mean, even with me in the middle of this, it should still be connecting enough to give me whatever the reward is here. Now it's not on me. Oh, I see. So there's this. There we go. I didn't even see that one until I until I walked over there. Like, all right, there it is. That's better. All right, so continuing down this way. There isn't a playable character who doesn't like the Traveler. Yeah, I mean, kind of. All the region leaders and Electro, Lisa, Beidou, Sara. Yeah, that's true.
Embraces its duty.
Ayaka is on par with Coco Goat.
Their gems.
I don't know if I know what you mean. I mean, if you mean like as far as like power, she's really strong, that's for sure. All the Archon have female leaders leading their nation. I mean, I guess in the strictest of sense, but I guess, you know, like Jean is kind of in charge of Mondstadt right now, but she is the acting Grandmaster. We should keep that in mind. And supposedly, Varka is very powerful. That's kind of what the, you know, the extended lore has to say about that character. So I definitely suspect that whenever he shows up, we're definitely going to be seeing a very different, you know, dynamic there. And I'll be very curious to see, you know, what Varka's presence in Mondstadt will do as far as like Jean's character growth. Like, you know, like is she just going to be expected immediately to step down? Probably. You know, she's not the actual Grandmaster; she's the acting Grandmaster. So, all right. Well, that was kind of annoying, but that's fine. This guy's got to go down. There we go. But yeah, so I think it could add an extra, you know, element of depth to, you know, what's going on with Jean, or maybe Varka will step down. You know, he does like to, you know, travel and be on the road and all that, and kind of do his thing away from Mondstadt. So it could be one of those things where he just gives the job to Jean full time. You never know. But technically, you know, that job is his. He's just not there to do it for the time being, anyway. Ayaka's story quest is really cute. Yeah, actually, I really enjoyed Ayaka's story quest. And, you know, like, I feel like more than a lot of the other characters thus far. And, you know, and I'm not saying this to slight any of the existing story quests, because I think all of the existing story quests have been really, really good as far as, like, you know, building up the personality of the characters. But what I will say about Ayaka's story quest specifically is that they did a really good job at really, you know, like establishing her mindset and letting us kind of know what's going on there overall. So I really appreciated the way that they, you know, they really built into that. It was definitely an enjoyable story quest. Oh my god, man, these guys are doing some serious damage to me right now. Nope, that did not work. I threw up Chi-Chi's elemental burst and hoped that I would actually get a heal off from Ayaka before she died, but that didn't work. And then these guys are all over me right now. Okay, I'm gonna end up dead, I feel like. Let's see if I can get these down. Like, these guys are Electro, so this is probably not gonna benefit me, no? I mean, it does still do damage to them. Alright, I'll take it. Nice. Yeah, Venti's still cleaning them up, so that ended up working out. Get out of my way, dude. Alright, cool. Well, that still worked out. They just really would not let me get any momentum for Ayaka on that. I threw out her elemental burst, and then after that, it was pretty much like, no, she doesn't get to do anything else. And then they were even just you know, pinging Chi-Chi around all over the place, so that was pretty obnoxious too. Zhongli makes just about every interaction like that much easier because you just, you know, take shields the whole time. Shields are definitely nice, but, you know, in terms of just like world exploration, it's not that big a deal. If I were, you know, running domains or something like that, then yeah, a shielder would definitely be something that I would, you know, prioritize having on the party right now. But for now, this is, you know, a rounded enough overworld party to where I'm not too worried. You know, I still end up clearing everything anyways, even if I, you know, lose a character or two along the way. Ayaka is very squishy, but she does good damage, so I really don't have any complaints about that part of it. You know what I do need to find is a lot more of those Shogunate enemies, though, because I have not been finding very many of those tonight. That Sepha, thanks for subscribing and welcome. Okay, I did not make that jump. I was really hoping I would. I didn't. Unfortunate. There was another challenge down here somewhere, if I remember. So let's go to that one. Yeah, it's straight ahead. Ayaka death counter is up to 10 now. Oof. That can't be true. That's impossible. Oh, nope. I almost ran straight into the water and made her drown. That was close. Alright, there we go. What? I was dashing for a second there, and then it just didn't want to dash anymore. I actually had a really weird thing happen yesterday where I was dashing across a wide body of water and landed on the ground on the other side and still drowned. So it played the full drowning animation while the character was on the ground. So they got out of the water and just fell down and drowned. It's like, what is happening right now? Oh yeah, this is the one that I was trying to do earlier that I did not manage to complete. I don't think that will spread like that. No, it didn't. No, that's not going to work that way either. I need to just slide out there and see. Yeah, I can just do that. Was there one in the... I think there might have been one in the air there too. I may not have enough time now since I waited so long before starting that. I probably should take some like stamina food before starting this one even. If I take this, I might have a half-decent shot at completing this. Come on. Come on! Oh my god, it wouldn't connect to that one. Like, it had it at first, and then I lost it. So I'm gonna have to go back and start that one over. But what I think I'm gonna do on this one is take a little bit of stamina food as well. I think that will help a lot, but just giving it a little bit of an easier time completing that one. Let's see. 80 stamina, no. I want a buff one. Yeah, this one will do. 25% should be fine. Okay, I guess I can just, you know, hit the rock and not go across. That's cool, too. The stream should be called Ayaka Dies the Movie. Yeah, apparently. PH, do Ayaka Bridge. It's rather easy. I actually have not, I have not done any, like, Ayaka Bridges, so I don't even know if I know what you're talking about. Why doesn't the Discord link work? It should. If it doesn't, if it's, like, hang on, let me check something. It should still be working. Hang on.
1, 2,
Let's see.
4.
Yeah, no, it should still be working right now. There's no reason why it shouldn't be working. So, yeah. Let me just, I'll type it into my browser over here really quick and let's see. Discord.com. GG Tava. Oh, I think it's GG slash. There we go. God, my keyboard is way up. What? Okay, so it's giving me a 404, which doesn't make a lot of sense because it should still be active. Hang on, I might have just typed that in partially wrong. Yeah, it's not .com, I think. Yeah, okay, it's still working. Wait, it does say invalid invite though. Maybe expired, or you might not have permission to join. Maybe it might be because I'm already joined. I don't know. That's weird. It should be working. If anybody else is having trouble with that, let me know. But right now, the status for it is still such that we still have level 3 perks, so that should still be a valid link. Let me check something really quick too, before I go diving into any other stuff there.
1, 2, breathe. 3, 4, and
Okay. You can try it again. Maybe. I think maybe what happened is that the server did briefly drop below 30 boosts. And even though it is currently on 30 boosts, I did not, like, I guess it forgets what the vanity URL was because it was not typed into it anymore. But yeah, it should be, GD, like, okay, so yeah, it's working now. So, okay. So good looking out on that. I don't know why it, for some reason, decided to forget the vanity URL, but it did. But it's back to working now.
2, breathe.
Good looking out. Anyways. My god, could you not fall in the water first and make me have to swim around? Alright, there we go. Just a little bit of extra depth there. I'm gonna end up having to swap characters or healing somewhere along the road here, I feel like. Get on the ice, please. Oh my god, really? She's gonna die. What is happening? Oh, it's because I don't have that. I needed to... I see what I did. I didn't get this. I needed to have this first. I don't even... What? You don't even think you... Oh my god. I baited myself right into that. I am having a terrible night with foresight as far as this particular set of challenges is concerned. Wait, what? Why did that? I guess it... I don't remember seeing her die. I had swapped off her so she wouldn't die, so I guess it does deal like a little bit of damage to every character, and so it just killed her. Anyways, back to that challenge again. Go ahead and feed her, I guess, since I don't have a character who can heal her outside of combat, which is one of the things I don't like about GG. Alright, so let's head back over again and try doing this. Oh my god. This is like, this challenge area is definitely painful. Like, there's just a lot of moving elements to things. You're taking damage from all this electro stuff the whole time, and like, I'm trying to not run out of stamina while I'm doing all of this. This is just goofy. Alright, I'm gonna reset this thing one more time. I feel like if I had the next level of the... Oh my god. So I tried to kind of cheat it on that, and that didn't work either. Alright, come on. Alright, there we go. Gonna go all the way around here again. Alright, and... I don't know if that was the right play there. Oh god. What? No. Ah, I think if I hadn't have plunged, because she was on the ground. She was like right there. My god. This is awful. Oh, this is getting embarrassing. All right. There we go. All right. Again with this. Let's see if I can do it not bad this time. Let me see if I can be greedy and get that one. Nice, okay. Regenerate a little bit of stamina and then skate around and get the rest of them. Actually, I probably should have enough time to get all of it and go get those, I think. Just one of those ones where you think you have less time than you do. Now, what'll be really problematic is if I run out of stamina before I get to the last one. But I think I'm gonna make it. Yes, I did. Okay, good. So I almost baited myself into doing, into killing myself on that one again, but I did get it that time, so that's good. I do need to find some enemies, that said, and get heals. I need to go all the way up to the top of this and find out where that... There's a electronic... Oh, it's probably in here. But this was the one that had the 3 keys, right? Yeah, and I don't have those. Yeah, I can see it in there. Alright, well, I'll have to figure out where those keys are. I'm sure they're probably up here in the forge somewhere. Laughing at the fact I'm running around Inazuma as Kazuha, but also when you run into NPCs that are talking about him or have met him, like, please recognize him. Yeah, that can kind of break the immersion just a little bit. But you know, they can only code so many different interactions with these individuals. Wait, so how do you do this without Ayaka or Mona? Somebody said something about a boat. I don't know if there's a boat down there. But yeah, somebody said something about a boat. I have found a couple of puzzles. There was one down the hill that led me to this, but it was still locked when I got up here. If anybody knows what the solution to this puzzle is, please tell me, because I could not figure this one out. I spent like half an hour up here trying to figure this one out. And actually this one too, because like there's 2 sources up here and I couldn't figure it out. And then, you know, you also have all these like electro flowers that are up here. A couple of them are hiding, you know, like extra electro things. But I could not find any indication of what pattern these things were supposed to be in. So I wasn't really sure what to do with that. I wasn't sure if it was supposed to go all the way up and then back down. That didn't really make sense to me either. Because I know there's the 2 things up here. That you need to get to come back down here, but I could not figure out what the order was that they needed to go in. Because like they jump over to that one, right? And then, so like if you're trying to make it go all the way over to this, it won't, because you can't get it close enough to that unless you like stand in that. But even there, with that one here, because of this thing, it's passing it, not going to it. And then if you stand here, to force it to go over there while you're like, you know, charged with electricity, it still won't go where you want it to go because now it's ending up here instead of down there. If you walk up to it, it will lock. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly the issue, is if you walk up to it, it locks. So yeah, I haven't been able to figure out what was going on with that. And I don't know if it's this one that unlocks this, but it looks like it has 2 stones that you're supposed to bring it around to, and I could not figure it out. There was 2 relay stones. I did it only using, oh god, you figured this out doing it once or with 1? But I infused yourself with electro and forced the puzzle to move itself with that. Interesting. For the relay, there are electro seal. Yeah, I mean, I've already got the electro sealers. I've got it here and that one. Like, I knew they were there. Walk right up to it and go behind it. Like, I don't know if I know what you mean by walk right up to it and go behind it means. Like, unless you're talking about the chest and I'm just overlooking that specific issue. Is like, oh my god, really? That's all that was? That's, oh my god. Wow. Okay, well, that was, I don't know why anybody would think to do that. I mean, I guess if I'd have just climbed up the backside of the mountain or something, like, I would have been able to get that way, but I still don't know what the hell to make of this thing. This is still, like, a really weird, whoa! What just happened there? I do think I was supposed to come back up and talk to this guy. Yeah, I found a sword. Here. Yeah, that was weird. It just went, like, it got launched. That was really, really awkward. The finest blades were made to inferior make. The others. I wonder if we're gonna end up fighting this guy anyways. Oh, yeah, I think maybe we did fight him once already. Oh, yeah, so we're gonna fight him again now. Alright, that's fine, too. Is it gonna play the animation again? I definitely need to, well, if you're ready to lose, yeah. So what I'm gonna do is heal first. I've been warped. Speed run strat found. Yeah, that was weird. Like, all of a sudden, I was just, like, way up in the air for no reason at all. That was really awkward. So now I'll have to go back up the hill again. I mean, it was just barely up the hill, but that was still weird.
Go.
I'm not too worried that I won't be able to... That I shouldn't have enough time to kill him. So once I have Venti and Ayaka's bursts at the same time, this guy probably will melt pretty fast.
Here we go.
Oh, but I have no charge at all right now, which is kind of unfortunate. So that might add a little bit of complication to this.
Let's play.
Nope. No, it's fine. He still takes a lot of damage anyways, so that wasn't really a problem. Alright, well. Easy Samurai was easy again. Told you, I'm a traveler. Interesting. You've remembered. Remember now, remember drinking wine together with people? It was a long time ago. Inside a great encampment, men armed and dressed in armor. Said something then, can't remember it. Perhaps you'll remember if you drank the same wine from back then. Alright, so I guess now we're gonna find him some wine. Soldiers from an army camp. Probably, I mean, look at him. That seems probable to me. Oh, it's pretty far away, so I'm gonna go back up the hill and see if I can figure out this puzzle up here first. TH, my dad got Zhongli, but I failed 50-50 for C1 Kuching, but my Noelle is better than his Zhongli C6 Noelle. Now I have a DPS Noelle. Yeah, I mean, she's a character that can definitely be used to do that. Especially at C6, she can be really, really, really good. That was weird. Wait, where's the other Sealy? There's supposed to be another one of those Sealies around here. I feel like something bugged out. I'm gonna have to definitely teleport away or something now. No, something's... yeah, like one of the Sealies are missing. There should be another one over here, and now it's just gone. Yeah, something bugged out. Alright, well, so much for figuring that puzzle out right now. But yeah, I messed with this one for a while and couldn't figure it out, so I'm just gonna leave it. So I'll go down here or something and see if I can figure out what's going on with the Samurai's wine stuff. You've never lost a 50-50, currently at 5-0. Nice. I wish I could say that was the case for me, but I've definitely lost some 50-50s so far. Well, there's a samurai guy over there. And then there's an Oculus hanging out over there, which Venti might be able to get me enough air to get. Hopefully. Oh yeah, I'll get that. Nice. I don't know how you're supposed to get it, but I got it that way. So let's just go back over here now. Lost the 50-50 to Diluc on Venti's rerun. Oof. Speaking of Diluc, I got another Diluc recently. On the regular banner, I got enough of the, you know, the standard fates to do another 10 summon on it. I think I was only on 20 or 30 or something, and I got another Diluc. One of these days I'm gonna get, you know, I'm gonna get C2 Mona. One of these days that's gonna happen, but now I have C4, I think, on Diluc. Because you know, the game really just wants to keep jamming Jean and Diluc down my throat. He's gonna hit me. Yeah, I had no stamina to dodge that. How's this? Alright, he'll die right now.
Take flight.
Whatever. Alright, do I have enough hilts here to that was the wrong button.
A plate.
Let's see if I have enough. No, I still need 2 more of those. But I can probably just go craft them at this point. But I see that challenge thing over there, so I'm gonna go get that. Oh, here's one of those trees. Yeah. Let's see. I don't see it in this one, unless it's this. No, it's just one of those bugs. Is it maybe higher up the tree? No? Oh, okay, no. Oh, maybe you do have to find... You might still have to kill it. Whoa, that hurt. That was not okay. Okay, well, that didn't go super great. Lame. Ayaka just keeps dying tonight. It's driving me crazy. I don't know that I can actually damage that without, okay, no, you can. You just have to use any kind of elemental damage on it, I guess. Where is the last one, though? Is it maybe up the hill or something? No, I'm not seeing it. Oh, was it? There it is. I see it. It's up here. Oh, come on. That was not okay. Dude. Oh, come on. You know, just gotta, oh, God. All right, well, I got another one. Meanwhile, let's see if I can find this Oculus that's over here. And I also need to get into a fight with something that will... Oh my god, there's boars hiding in the bushes. Good thing I wasn't on Ayaka. I would have just died to a boar. Alright, I'll heal her up really quick. I don't think I can resurrect yet. No, I can't. I staggered him with Chi-Chi. Alright. That'll be fine. I don't need Venti. It's just much easier when I do have him. Nope. He'll pretty much die fast anyways. Yeah. Definitely would have gone a little faster with Venti, but whatever. Still not getting really any of the blue ones, which I would like to just get them directly. That was kind of my hope, that maybe I would pull 2 of them by now, and then I can just go craft a bunch more. But that's not how it's been working. Hey, Teven Astoria, just want to say, good... What is Metis? And I love... What is... I don't... Well, thank you. I'm glad you like my content. You're supposed to get the lightning to strike it, not your elemental skill. Really? Oh, okay. Well, that did not occur to me. Oh, I need to get this really quick. Oh, this is the one that was... it took me all the way up the hill. All the way up to the top. And then I thought it was for the chest that was already up there. But then it wasn't for that. I guess maybe it's for a different one. Okay, yeah, I see the chest that it is actually supposed to be this time. Did not see it the last time. I got fixated on the one that's on the cliffside. And it kind of tricked me into going for the wrong one, I guess. I got the right one that time. Alright, so back to trying to track down the wine thing. Let me go ahead and res Venti. There's probably all sorts of stuff, like those keys and stuff in this forge, and I definitely need to explore. Oh, hey, there's a chest on top of that building right there. There's a challenge down there too. Oh, that's gonna... Oh, there's... Speaking of keys, there's one right there. I know I need 3 of those for that door that was at the bottom. I assume they're all going to be in chests, because I don't think I've found any keys that weren't so far. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, I don't think I've seen any that were not in chests thus far. TH, what do I think about Aloy and Horizon collab? I personally look forward to... Oh, I love that they're doing that. Horizon Zero Dawn has long... since it came out in 2017, has been one of my favorite games. It was kind of one of those games that kind of came, it came out of nowhere. Like, when I saw the first trailer for it, I was like, that looks really cool. And then, I played it, and the story hooked me immediately. Aloy is such a great protagonist. The mystery of that world was huge. And then the big twist of it was like, oh god, the twist of like that game's story was so good. Probably one of the more like rewarding stories that I've finished in a game in a long time. So yeah, I actually really enjoy Horizon Zero Dawn, and for them to be bringing Aloy into Genshin is a surprising and welcome turn of events. So yeah, you won't find any complaints from me about that. Definitely not. I'm gonna need to get this because I think mine's about to wear off. Get away from me, dude. Not worried about you. Just want more electro particles. Come here. Nice. All right, cool. That one went pretty well. Except for that sword just fell on the, fell off the roof there. Actually, I put up like not really a poll. Hold on, I'm gonna read this note really quick. Interesting, okay. A treasure note of some kind. So yeah, I put up not a poll, but but just like a discussion basically as to whether or not people were really weird. And whenever my USB devices freak out, so does my camera, which is really annoying. That really quick. Hang on, I gotta restart my camera because my USB devices just freaked out. I mean, yeah, we can theorize that, Zelda or Link could show up whenever they finally get this game to work on the Switch. And I mean, that's all well and good. We don't obviously have any concrete evidence to suggest that, mostly just circumstantial thoughts based on the fact that, we're getting Aloy. But anyways, like I said, we're getting Aloy. So that's pretty cool. I put up a message on my community board to, kind of discuss whether or not people wanted me to do an Origins video for Aloy in the event that you haven't played Horizon Zero Dawn and you'd like to know more about her. So pretty overwhelmingly the response was yes, you do, and yes, I should. So expect that before she becomes a playable character. I'm definitely going to cover that beforehand so that when she comes out, you already know all about her. That's kind of what the plan is right now. Okay, so I restarted my camera, and my camera feed did not start working again. So I don't know what's going on there. Hang on, let me see if I can unfreeze it. Let's see here. All right, there we go. Now it's working. Or at least, I don't know if it was already working on you guys' side, but it wasn't working on mine until I toggled it. So, but now it's working. All right. These hilly turtles, they don't last long at all. I definitely want to go back up to the top of the forge. That's kind of where I'm trying to stay right now. God, she kills hilly turtles like instantly. It's very satisfying. Oh, hey, a crystal fly, come here. Yeah, let me go ahead and get over there to that side. I'll get that Fatui and do this challenge. I only like collabs if they come with free stuff. I mean, we're getting a free 5-star character, so that's about as good of a collab as you're gonna get. For Genshin, I think. Oh, get away from me. Here, have this. Oh, are they both already dead? Did I not need to use that? No. Don't take the mats off the cliff. I need those. Alright. So now that I've got that, I assume that this challenge is going to make me probably chase particles or something. Oh no, it's a barrel shooting one. I can't really see that one. I can only see the marker. Okay, there it is. Did I not hit it? Really? Thought I would have hit it. Come on. Venti's whole, like split shot thing is kind of frustrating. Can't seem to hit this. It's because it's a down shot, but I feel like I should have hit this by now. I don't know what's going on with this. Oh, I got it that time, but it was too late. Try it again. I'm gonna start with that one because that was the harder one for me. I keep hitting right in front of it. There we go. And then the last one is right there. Oh, the chest spawned like right on top of me. Okay, cool. No big deal. Should be Xenoblade 2 character.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Thought my USB cable got disconnected. Oh, so did it play the sound on you guys' side too? Oops. Yeah, I mean, I heard all sorts of crazy, USB reconnecting sounds on my side. I was like, what is happening over here? I've got a big, USB hub underneath my desk that pretty much all of my stuff is connected to, and like, so if that is what, disconnects and reconnects, pretty much every USB device I have connected to my computer will jump on and off, and that's exactly what happened. Like, I couldn't even move. I had to like swap to my keyboard really quick because my Tartarus was not even functional. So it just like locked me sprinting and also running forward. It was a good thing I didn't like run off a cliff or jump in water or something like that. All right, well, I'm not seeing any other chests around here right now. And if I don't swap off of Ayaka, I'm gonna die. Nope, that was close. So there's still just the one. I think that's the one that's down there, but I need 2 more keys to get in there. I should definitely grab that. Maybe I can get in here now. Yeah, I can get in here. I don't know if there's anything in here, but can go in. Did I already lose my little charge here? Is that why that's not shutting down? I would have thought that would have shut down. Now I'm just taking a ton of damage. Great. God dang it. All this like electro damage stuff is horrible. All right, fine. I'm going to have to teleport over here and get away from that. You've said in the past that you roll for all characters to use them in videos, but are you considering adding any of them, Yoimiya, Bao, Sara, to my team? Yes, I am. I'm probably, when Yoimiya comes out, she'll probably replace Beidou on this team. And then as far as the Shogun is concerned, I'm probably going to build a whole team around that character. If she is in fact a primary DPS, that's a character I really want to build a team around. She seems really cool. Her, you know, like her attacks and everything that she had in the story was awesome. So I'm really looking forward to seeing more from that character, and I would really like to use her as a primary. I think Kujo Sara could be really cool too, but I think the Shogun's just going to be way cooler. I was thinking it could be cool if you got an Aloy constellation for each ascension. Yeah, I mean, that could be interesting. I mean, I guess they're going to have to maybe find a way to give us constellations for that character, since I don't think we'll be rolling for her at all. Speaking of rolling, so I did want to see about trying to get some constellations for Kamisato tonight. So I'm going to do that right now. Because I do have some that I've been sitting on unused for a few days now. So I'm going to do that. I've already got 20 rolls in, so this would be 30. And we're going to see what happens. Because what I'd like to do is get to C2 on Ayaka. That's kind of what the goal is. I think that's going to make her... Really, even C1 I would be pretty happy about. But C2 would be amazing. So we'll see. That's 50. Still nothing. A lot of Yanfeis. Okay, that's 60. Drawing ever closer to the... another Yanfei. Laughing my ass off. I just imagined Bao and Yoimiya on the same team giving dirty looks to each other every now and then. That seems weirdly possible. Yeah, that does seem like something that they would do. And you know, if you're gonna have a, you know, an electro primary DPS, a pyro character just seems obligatory. So does a cryo. And I think Ayaka would be really good with them for that matter as well. All right, so let's see. So now that I'm at 70, I need to go into ones. So we'll see. As far as characters are concerned, it has been a while, you guys, since I've gotten any 5-star characters under 70 pulls. It has been a while. Let's see. My last one was 78. That one was 79. 71. 79 again. 71. 72. The last time I got a character without going into the 70s was during, it looks like, the Eula banner. No, it wasn't during Eula banner. It was the Zhongli rerun. It was Zhongli rerun. That was the last time I had one where I didn't go into the 70s. So character rolls have been really rough for me. I've had absolutely like negative luck as far as getting characters ahead of the banner. Now, I did, like I said, I got a Diluc at like 20 or something just a couple days ago, but like I don't really need more Dilucs. I hardly ever use the one I have, so like having him at C4 is kind of like I shouldn't complain. He's a good character, but like usually I want other things. I've been wanting a C2 Mona forever, and to keep getting, you know, C5 Gene, C4 Diluc is just kind of insult to injury. All right, so we are now on 77, and I still haven't seen it. I'm gonna lose this Gambit too. I know it. It's gonna give me somebody else. I'm gonna get like C5 Diluc because I'm bitching about it. Here it is, like C5 Diluc. You watch. Here it comes. Don't you dare. I knew it. C5 Diluc. What did I just said that. I just said that was gonna happen. I don't have words to express the extreme irritation. Oh my god. Ugh. This is what being defeated mentally looks like. I just really? Ah, god. Come on. God. So I went 78 rolls deep to end up with a C5 Diluc. Like, come on. Like, just why? Ugh. Fine. Well, C5 Diluc. I'm still trying to get at least C1 on Ayaka. That was the plan. So I'm gonna use what I have for now, and see if I get her. C5 Diluc. I gotta write that down on my notes because that is what just happened. We'll keep going. Maybe I'll get lucky, you know, now that I'm on guaranteed cycle, but probably not. That just doesn't usually... Oh, there it is, actually. So I did get lucky. There's a C1 right there because I'm on guaranteed cycle, so I only went 20 deep for a C1 Ayaka, and that makes that seem a lot less horrible now. Yeah, okay, I got a C5 Diluc first, which is obnoxious, but whatever. I'll take it. I got my C1 Ayaka only 20 pulls later, so that's cool. I'm just gonna use what I have here and just see if I get lucky again. This is what I intended to use these for, so I'm just gonna try it. And if I get another one, awesome. I won't, but awesome if I do. Let's go to the shop and just convert all of those as well. And then I'll use them again. That puts me at 30. And no, I don't think... maybe I do. I do. I have exactly enough. All right, cool. I'll take it. I'm back at 40 now. I'm not on the pity cycle, so I'm gonna stop here for now. I'm not gonna add anything or anything. I've been sitting on these for a little while anyways, so I'm just gonna add the one I got. I will probably try for C2 before the end of her banner. Maybe I'll try it next week or something, or maybe later this week. This is still a really important constellation that I really... this was the main one that I wanted to get anyways. When Kamisato Ayaka's normal or charged attacks deal cryo damage, so anytime right after you've dodged or used your elemental burst, it has a 50% chance of decreasing the cooldown of her main skill, which is really nice. By 0.3 seconds, it's not a lot, but it's something. And, you know, if you're normal attacking a lot right afterwards, which you should be, it will still add up. This one's still really, really nice, though, for her elemental burst. Unleashes 2 smaller additional Frostflake. Seki Noto, Seki Noto, I don't know how to say that. I don't speak Japanese, so I'm probably saying that super wrong. And usually it takes me a long time of practicing anything. I can even hear other, like, voice actors say the thing, and then I still have to practice it a bunch of times. I cannot tell you how many times it took me to say, like, even listening to Kazuha say Misono Hitotachi, to actually say that right once. And then, you know, it's probably still wrong. So who knows? But anyways, yeah, so it'll deal 20% of the original storm's damage, but what it seems like to me is that it'll probably widen the range a bit of the elemental burst, and I still think that'll be worthwhile to have. So all right, so there's I think that's the one that I was already looking for before, because that's going to be down in the... Oh, no, this is a different one. It's maybe it's in this house. I bet you it's in this house thing. It is in the house, but I don't have a seal to avoid it. Maybe it was up top. I'm going to need to see if there's a seal anywhere up top and come back at that. TH, you need to learn the power of Ayaka bridging. Yeah, I do need to do that. You're definitely not wrong about that. Maybe this one will get me close enough. It might. I'm going to try and use that one to get close. Oh, man, I do want to kill those two guys. I'll have to come back. Better not wear off on me on the way down. Nice, I got it. Cool. All right, let me mark that really quick. I'm not going to climb back through that. I'm just going to teleport back up. I want to go kill those two guys. Sola says that was a decent pronunciation. Okay, I'll take it. It took me, like I said, a lot of times of hearing Kazuha say it, and just to be able to kind of say that right. And then, like, one of the like, I'd say, admittedly, one of the, like, least rewarding, like, pronunciation practices I've done since since I started the channel was for, like, pretty much everything for official, because all I got was just a lot of comments from people who, I guess, you know, speak German natively, where like, you're saying all of that wrong. And like, wow, I spent so long trying to say all this stuff right, and all of it was still super wrong, to where, you know, I still probably am not saying Prinzessendorfer. I think it's Prinzessendorfer Ertelung, I think is how you say that, or you're supposed to say it. I think the V is supposed to sound like an F, I think is the way that's supposed to work. So yeah, but in my video, I don't think I said it right at all. And I practiced that a lot, and it was super wrong. And then there were a whole bunch of other words that were even worse than that. And I couldn't get like any of those either. So just kind of one of those things where it's like, ah, well, I guess this is just the way things are. I'm just going to be bad at saying words that aren't natively English. Let's go to talents. I want to see if I have enough of the blue ones yet. I need one more. I'm trying not to go back and have to craft the one to do that. That way I can use all the other ones for the other talents. Or maybe use all the other ones that I've gotten to craft, you know, like, you know, maybe get 7 and 8 at the same time. Then it'll feel like a more sizable boost all at once. Okay, so there's one behind me and one in front of me. So I'm going to go for the one up there first, if I can even get through this. We'll see. Did you know you can now set where you get your daily commissions? I did not know that. I need to do some of these other... Oh, I still can't get through that. Damn it. All right, let me see something. I need to see... As long as the viewers know what I'm referring to, you think it's fine? Well, Solus, I'm glad you feel that way. You know, I swear, it feels like... To some people, it's not like that. You know, like, I feel like... You know, sometimes, like, I evaluate my own worth based on my ability to say some of these words authentically. And if I'm saying them wrong and people are commenting saying that they're wrong, I'm just like, well, I guess I'm just terrible. Sorry, guys. But, you know, that's just, you know, part of doing this thing. You know, you just kind of have to roll with it, I guess. Where is this one? It must be under me. It's got to be under. It's definitely not above. I don't see anything up above. Yeah, it's not up there, so it's got to be below me. It might still be that same one that was through that gate, unless it... Nope, there it is, right up there. I see it. That's going to be a weird one to try to get. Unless there's, like, a path of stuff that'll take me to it, but I don't think there is. Let me heal up here a bit, because otherwise I'm going to definitely get killed. I'll go ahead and take the Chi-Chi burst while I'm at it, too. And then get some distance. Maybe I can get an Ayaka burst in, too, if I'm lucky. Nope, I'm gonna get frozen. That's what I'm gonna do. Alright. The Mirror Maiden. You know what? Here, have this too. And get stuck in it. Yeah. Alright, cool. That worked out nicely enough. Oh, she teleported away. I don't like that. I thought she died too, but she teleported out. Oh, come on. Here, fine. Have this. Oh, she didn't get stuck in it. Get stuck in it. Ugh. Fine. Oh, horrible. Die. I'm gonna have to heal up again. I had to run 2 full cycles of healing on this one. Here, I'm just gonna... really need to, listen a little bit more closely to what it is. I heard her say something about Her Majesty's something. She's clearly talking about the Tsaritsa. It's kind of interesting listening to some of, like, you know, the voice lines of these Fatui enemies, because, you know, it gives you a little insight into, like, their motivations as, like, you know, like the grunts of the Tsaritsa's army. Alright, anyways, so now I gotta figure out how to get up there and get that. It might be easier if I just, I don't know, maybe glide down to it again. I'm gonna try to glide down at it, and we'll see. Ren R, what did I think of the story? Oh, I loved what they did with the story so far. I'm only saddened that it ended where it did. Oh, I thought it was at the top side with that teleport. I was at the bottom. But yeah, anyways, I'm only sad that it ended where it did and that we didn't get more. But I'm sure by 2.1 we'll get more and it'll be fine. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go all the way back up the hill again. I still gotta go over there and, like, get that Samurai's wine. I need to reach... Either I need to reach 40% map exploration, or I need to do some more quests, because I still... I need to, like I said, unlock bounties. Because I haven't done that yet either, and that'll be really important for, you know, for me to get that before the reset this week, so that I'm not a cycle behind. I mean, you're not a master linguist. The fact that you're trying your best to say it right is a good thing already. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you. No, and I'm definitely not a master linguist. Like, you know, I feel like I do well enough with English, but that's about it. I don't know if, like, this was actually not a bad glide angle, but I don't know if this is going to be enough to make it. I might die to the electro stuff, or either that or I'm going to have to heal myself. You're Brazilian, so you speak Portuguese. If there isn't a nation based in Brazil or something, I'd be kind of sad. Interesting. Alright, where is this thing? It's right behind me. I'm getting really close to it. Come on. A little bit more. Hopefully I'll get it without having to drop off the side. I did. Good. Kind of surprised I was able to get that one that way, but I will take it. Alright, so I need to teleport back up there. I need to go to that Shogun, or go get his wine stuff. Can you pronounce Fischl's favorite dish? The one that's impossible to say? No, I definitely cannot. I can barely, like, oh god. She's got a lot of, like, you know, interesting words for, you know, everything. That quest is up here. I'll just teleport over there directly. Winter shall come once more, or something like that is what I caught with the Mirror Mage. Interesting. Yeah, that's, once more. Interesting. Okay. Good catch. Alright, so is it like one of these NPC? Yeah, ask the soldiers about the wine. Okay. Maybe it's this one up here? Probably. Yes, okay. Act 2 felt a little rushed to me. Looking at it in the archive, it's quite literally 2 quest sections. I mean, Act 2 stayed pretty focused on, you know, like the battle, which I was fine with. And I mean, Act 2 had some of the bigger revelations in it too, with like the actual first sighting of the Shogun herself. So there was that. There isn't going to be a nation based in Brazil, I guess, Stick, unfortunately. I mean, you never know. I mean, look at it this way. I don't know, like, I live in the States. I don't know how they would base a nation on us. Like, I don't know how they would do that. We don't even have culture here. So By the way, have you done the Thundering Sakura quest? There's one juicy bit of info about the maiden uttered briefly. I hope it pays off in the future. I've done part of the Sakura quest. If you're talking about like the what, the cleansing ritual thing, I've done like a large chunk of it, but I have not finished it yet. No. Forward of me, I didn't even greet you when I came in here. Hello, TH. Well, thank you and welcome. Does anyone know what Notlan is based off? I know it's Latin. I mean, they have a lot of Latin names throughout the game, so I don't know. I don't know what Notlan's supposed to be based on, though. Okay, so he didn't really know anything, not too much about that. So let's find a different soldier that might know something about the nameless soldier. Would be cool in the story if the Archons spoke to each other at some point. Yeah, I mean, so far, that's something that they haven't done. They have not spoken to each other directly. Venti and Zhongli have both talked about one another, but they have not talked to one another. So yeah, that would be really interesting if we did have like a, you know, a scene where some of them interact. And I definitely think that that is destined to happen eventually. You know, what with everybody slowly losing their noses and all that stuff. So we'll see. And I definitely think that we've already had 2 Archons lose their noses. I think it's probably a given that the Shogun's going to lose hers as well, which is effectively going to end her whole like ideal of eternity and like the necessity of her providing eternity to her people, because she's no longer their Archon anyways. So the question is then, how does Inazuma treat her afterwards? Because she's done a lot of bad stuff. So I don't know. And like, granted, she may be a victim of her own mind, so it'll really depend on how people reflect on that after that is made public. So, or at least that's if that ends up being the truth, which I really do think that's what's going on. Everything points to that anyways. Okay, please help him regain his memory. A good person, he came all this way to help him out. Friend would like to help. Okay, so he's gonna help us with the wine. Interesting. So this guy maybe was in battle with him? Interesting. All right, well, give the wine to the nameless samurai. All right, so I'll just head straight back up there now. This is the closest point to that because it's just down the hill. USA would actually be associate with freedom. Don't know why freedom would be associated with Germany. I mean, I guess, yeah, that would be one way. I mean, obviously, like, from a design perspective, though, like, that is more, you know, like a visual interest. Because, you know, they definitely went with, like, you know, the visuals of Germany for Mondstadt. Like, that's, you know, just the way it is. But, like, there's not really any visual interest to structures in the States. Like, if you're from the States, you know what I'm talking about. But if you're not, and you've never been here, then you may not know. But, like, everything here, you know, doesn't really have any real design intrigue. There's nothing about structures in America that make them uniquely here. Whereas, you know, like a lot of other nations and countries have this very picturesque, you know, rustic buildings and stuff like that. You know, like we're mostly, like most of the noteworthy cities in, you know, in the States are, you know, metal or brick. And there's not really anything super noteworthy to try to rebuild in a game of this nature. So I just don't think they're going to try to represent us either. So I wouldn't feel too bad if your nation doesn't end up getting representation. There's a sword in the Traveler's Head right now. That's interesting. Have you noticed a pattern with the Archon Venti's a goody two-shoes? Zhongli is in between good and bad, and Bao is completely opposite to Venti, at least now. Yeah, I have noticed that there's a little bit of like a complete opposites thing right now. But I mean, it's complicated because, like I said, I really don't think that Bao is, I shouldn't say Bao, but the Shogun is actually evil. I don't think that's what's going on there. I think there's something wrong. I think she's stuck and she can't seem to break free of whatever that is. Northern Arms. Okay, so he did know that guy down there. Interesting. Well, at least he's remembering something. Poor guy. All right, so defeat. Oh, so now we have his name. Okay, so we're gonna fight him again. Well then, have at. Stares at Conria. I mean, I guess there's that. I don't know. I feel like Conria has very, you know, like ancient civilization structures, like, you know, large stone structures, not just basic brick, but like actual like large intentional stone structures and all that. Like I don't think that's, you know, what their intent was there. Although that would be interesting. Like you know, I could see that being a thing, but like I doubt it. Would be interesting though. This guy's getting shredded by this. Yeah, he did not live through that. Scottermost taking over Raiden. I mean, we don't know. Like, we really don't know what to expect. It's like, we know there has to be a Harbinger at some point. Like, there's going to be one. There's been a Harbinger at the heart of every region, at the heart of every nation's story thus far. So I suspect we're going to see one anyways, but, you know, we don't really know much else about what to expect. I think Scottermost would be cool if we saw him, but who knows? We fled here from the tidal flats in the northwest. That was where the battle took place. Was why I was so afraid of that sword. What happened there? Okay, so this quest isn't even over still? It's still not over. Interesting. So now we're trying to find a different sword for him. We've fought him like 3 times so far. Like, this guy's, you know, a sucker for punishment. You know, like, he's like, help me remember stuff. Now kick my ass. Help me remember more stuff. Kick my ass again. Like, this guy is, he's a glutton. Ah, hey, Aether, how's it going? Welcome. Yo, TH, won't be watching long because I'm out for a couple weeks camping. Oh, wow. Remember to kill the pigeons and make sure Lolly jumps off a cliff. I'll see what I can do. What do you think of what Yahe said, that Bal is sick or something, comparing her to the business samurai? I think that the Shogun is sick, although she didn't say Bal was sick. I've noticed, and this is something I'm going to be talking about in my upcoming video, that not a single NPC or character from Inazuma has referred to the Shogun as anything other than the Almighty Shogun or the Shogun. There has been no references of Bal. So I feel like that is an intentional omission. Like, even in the early stages of the Lille quest lines, where they, you know, outlined the fact that, you know, most people in the city do not call Rex Lapis Morax out of some form of respect or something, like, they have not had any kind of similar explanation of that for the Shogun. So I feel like that's an intentional omission. That's all I'm going to say about that for now. But I have some thoughts on that, and I'm going to get into that, you know, with my next video. So I don't want to give it all away right now, though. But yeah, I feel like that's an intentional omission. When Scaramush gets his banner, he's gonna cause so much drama in the fandom, I swear. Also, are PDFs allowed in the server? I mean, I guess it depends on what it is. If you're talking about on the Discord, I mean, if it's something, you know, like some kind of game guide thing or something to help, I don't really see why not. But at the same time, you know, like, you know, dropping a download link for anything can be risky, so it's going to be up to those people as to whether or not they want to download it. Oh, well, I got all these elemental bursts charged and ready to go, so let's throw these. Nice. Yeah, this is these enemies are going to get shredded. Yeah, they're all melting fast. Like it. Alright, so this is the only one that really survived that. Nope. Okay, he's almost gone too. Get out of here. Alright, maybe I'll pull a blue one from that, and I can go ahead and make it level 7. I'll teleport out if I did. And then, that's probably that blade right there. Yes, it was. I swear there should have been more stuff on the ground than what I just picked up. Interesting. Got some of these dendrobiums over here. Yeah, there's another one right there. Another old handguard. Let's see if I picked up any blue ones. Hopefully I did. I keep going to the wrong section there. No, I didn't. God, I'm gonna have no choice. I know I'm just gonna end up having to craft them. I just know it. I really want to get that that elemental burst to 8 today. Oh, hey, a couple of whopper flowers. I should definitely take these out too. Whopper flowers are still to this day one of those enemy types that I can't pass up when I see them. You need their materials way too often. They're too important to pass up. And now that they're giving us, more elements for them, just one of those things where it's like, okay, like weirdly excited to fight whopper flowers again. Never would have thought. This one's just getting ping-ponged around everywhere, though. Got him. It's also important to remember that Raiden Shogun is not the original Electro Archon, unlike Zhongli and Venti. Yeah, that's actually part of the whole thing that I've been talking about. So, yeah. I've got some really, probably obvious thoughts that other people probably have had, but I've also got, some reinforcing evidence behind why I think I know what's going on there. So what I'm saying is, I'm not gonna say like all of it. I'm not gonna get into it all the way, but I think that we know that the Shogun's not the original Electro Archon. I don't think the original Electro Archon is dead. However, I think they're still around. Why they're no longer the Archon is something maybe is not for us to know just yet. But I mean, we already know from really both Venti and Zhongli, like they can lose that status and not necessarily be dead at the same time. So like that's not necessarily a prerequisite to no longer being an Archon. All right, let's follow the Sealy really quick. Really glad I found all these Shogun out here because I definitely need more of them. All right, come on, Sealy, let's do this. Oh my god, speaking of that serpent, I saw its head today and almost fell out of my seat. Was so surprised. Yeah, it's big. It's really big. I think the thing that surprised me the most is that there was no, there wasn't, almost the obligatory, Electro-Oculus at the top of the serpent's head. There is one in, the mouth, but I haven't figured out how to get in there yet, so, it doesn't really matter. Ow. Come on now. You know what? Get in the water, dude. That would be nice. Just, oh, God, he dodged my swirl. That's annoying. I continue healing first before I get back into that. No. There we go. Now I got my increased cryo damage again. Yeah, the charged damage for her is definitely where it's at, man. You will deal way more consistent damage, I think, doing continual charged attacks with Ayaka than you will anything else. Alright, so that last Sealy should be off this way towards the boat, it looks like. So let's see where that one is. Probably up on this boat. I want that chest before I leave this area. Oh man, I actually almost didn't make it up that. Let's see. Still didn't get one. Come on. PH, if you don't have to die to lose the title of Archon. It would be interesting if Decarabian is still roaming around somewhere. I think he did die. I think they killed him. I really do. That is a character, just from what little we do know of him in the lore of the game. I feel like he's, like the Lord of the Tower, he's not going down without a fight. And I don't think he's just gonna, let somebody reach into his chest and take his noses and leave it at that. I think that's a character that's gonna die. He's not the kind of character you just leave there because he's gonna try to take it back at some point. Where is this Sealy? It was pointing in that direction. Definitely straight this way. Oh, okay. Now I see. I swear I looked up there and I didn't see it, but now I see him. So, okay. Well, whatever. Weird. I'm gonna go up there again. Serpent's Head and Worm Rest are my two favorite locations. They look so cool. Yeah, they are really cool. I agree. Get that to unlock a secret chamber. Just realized that every region so far has one huge tree. Yeah, I guess they do. I'm trying to think. There's a few large trees in Liyue. I'm just trying to think of like which one might be the largest, and I guess it would be the one that Ace-Jaha is under, probably. Val's constellation is weird. I'm not going to talk about that. That's definitely in Leaks territory. I'm pretty sure Yahe isn't the original Archon, but she was maybe also close with the original Archon. I don't know. I have my own thoughts on how that's all coming together. Okay, so I got that. Let's see. I need to go back to the Shogun again. What do you think of the fact that the Traveler, at least for a while, refused to get involved with the affairs of Inazuma? I thought that was kind of interesting, albeit maybe ever so slightly annoying that he didn't want to get involved with what was going on with Inazuma. But, I mean, we don't necessarily have any reason to think that the Traveler would just aimlessly get involved with every incident that he's nearby, right? Like, he's not necessarily just, like, everybody's hero. It's not necessarily how that works. Okay, Okay, so that put it on that one. Not really sure how I can get this to go back over there. Like, even if I leave myself in a charged space for this, I just don't see how that will work. Let me see if I can... See, even that doesn't do anything. Like, I don't understand. I feel like you probably have to get this to go all the way around, like, to that one, or the other way around, but I feel like it has to be this way based on where some of these things are. Maybe if I do it like this? No, because it doesn't want to jump to that one. Like, it won't even jump to that one from this side. Because that one's a power source, right? It should be providing power, not taking. So this is super weird, and I don't really... Let me see if I can move this one back a bit. How far out will this one actually still connect? All right, that one connected from there. And then, like, I don't know, like, if I'm supposed to connect this one to that one as well, probably. Probably is what you're supposed to do. All right. Okay, so I did get it that time. All right, so I feel like that is like that was what I was trying to do when I did this last time, and I could not seem to get it to work, and I don't know why. Oh, whatever, I got it now. That's all I care. He went to Inazuma to meet Bao. Why would he try to defeat her? I mean, yeah, his intent was to go there to meet her, and I suppose from that point of view, getting involved in a fight against the Archon that he wants to meet and ask questions about his sibling or the unknown god, like, he could be burning a bridge that he needs. So for that reason, it kind of makes sense. But when the moment came down to it, you know, at the end where he had to choose between his quest or burning a bridge, he burned the bridge, which, you know, again, you know, establishes our character as, like, you know, the hero character. Like, he'll sacrifice his own quest for, you know, doing the right thing, because he couldn't just sit there and watch Toma lose his vision. The Traveler probably got impatient after seeing their sibling and who they work for. I mean, I do feel like there's a certain amount of that as well, where, like, maybe Aether would want to avoid getting involved in the wars of the nation after seeing that his own sibling is involved in the wars of the nation, and, like, he may be afraid that you know, getting involved in those incidents could be, you know, in some way putting him in further conflict with his own sibling. So that, you know, could be another one of those kind of situations too, where he's just afraid to commit to that stuff. Ah, that was annoying. I could not get the Venti Burst to actually take the Cryo Swirl for some reason. That was really weird. I don't know, well, whatever. Doesn't always work. Ow. It was a late dodge for me. I'll go ahead and boost that up again, and I'll get the Venti Burst. Whoa. Alright, well, this will work fine. It'll definitely take it this time. Oh, it didn't. Cool, just come on over into here then. Come on. Oh, come on, man. Ugh. He made me waste 2 Venti Bursts in one fight. That's super cool. Oh, cool, he dodged that swirl. That makes a lot of sense. We'll just dodge all the swirl, and then he immediately lunges out of that attack too, which is frustrating. Why? What? Oh God, he healed himself. Oh, okay. Okay, that's not okay either. Just gonna make a little distance on him here while I try to recharge that elemental burst. Now that I've got Ventis, I should be able to just bring this fight to a quick close if I can get Ayaka's burst again. Okay, I am definitely stuck. That's not okay. That's not what I was trying to do, but it got me unstuck, so I'll take it. Here we go. Do that and take those for Ayaka's burst. I don't even really need to do that. Okay, cool. Farming half day on only 4% world exploration. Yeah, it's definitely like world exploration is a little rough in this region, I've noticed. It definitely goes really slow. Did you notice at least half of Yoimiya's ramblings that she called imaginary or a fairy tale are actually in Tevat? Yeah, I did notice that, you know, some of like the story stuff that she was talking about are actual stories from Tevat. But I also noticed that some of them may or may not be references to like real world stories. I also wondered if some of it might not actually be intending to draw parallel to like people's expectations for Genshin Impact, even where she was talking about how like, you know, like dark stories and all this stuff may be all the rage, but let the magic live. It doesn't always need to be that way. And you know, that's kind of the way Genshin Impact has been so far, right? Because like, if you look at like the tone of Honkai Impact, it's generally much darker and grittier, almost from the beginning. Not quite, but almost. Whereas a lot of the darker tones of Genshin Impact are implied. They're in, you know, they're not really in the forefront. They're sitting in times in the past or talked about in other stories. But I will say that, you know, the cutscene with the Shogun was some of the, you know, like darker kind of stuff that we've seen actually depicted so far. Because she was just gonna kill Aether. Like for me, she was just gonna kill the Traveler. She was just gonna kill him. Like that was it. It was over. And if not for Toma, it would have been lights out. And just for a second, I thought he said his name was Frank. Like my first glance was like, also you can call me Frank. I was like, what? But no, I shall be Frank. I may be to you as a defeated foe, but if you are willing, I still wish to exchange pointers with you. Okay, well, warriors make friends best when their swords clash rather than when they talk around a table. Interesting. All right, well, I guess you can come back up here and just fight him now. I don't know. Well, cool. I finished that quest. So that's one less quest to worry about. I'm going to head over to the Kamisato estate and see if I've got enough exploration to actually make level 2 so I can start doing bounties. If not, I need to go do more quests, but I also need to, I guess, craft one of these damn old hilt stoppers here so that I can actually finally level up these talents because they're driving me crazy. All right. Come on. Well, it's just going to be the quest. So I did not make it to 40. I'm at 38. I missed it by 2%. Come on. All right. Well, I'm going to pick another quest and go do that. And that'll probably... this is the one for the trees. That one... I'm going to pass up on that one. I'll go to the pirate camp one. I feel like that might be a slightly quicker quest. Let's see. Yeah, it's all the way down there in the middle of that. But what I'm, like I said, I'm gonna go craft those sword stops first. Or dark stories on Billboard. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Call me Frank the Samurai. Yeah, exactly. Frank the Samurai and TH the treasure hoarder. Yeah, exactly. And Tevot Astoria, any thoughts on who Raiden Shogun was before she became an Archon, like Venti's origin, for instance? So, because I have a sneaking suspicion that the original Electro Archon is still alive, I think we are going to still learn a great deal more about the Shogun's past and why or how they became, you know, the Electro Archon in the first place. So I don't really know if I want to like venture guesses on like what their origins are exactly. But I definitely think that we're gonna see a lot more development there. All right, so I need still. Oh my god, I don't have any of these. Ugh, it's horrible. Well, I do have a bunch of dream solvents, so I should, in theory, be able to just change some materials over to make those. So that's fine. I want to put this at 8 before I mess with any of those. So I need 3 more of these, and then I can use dream solvents to make that. So that's what I'll plan on doing there. But I still need a lot more of those sword stops or whatever they're called right now. I keep losing the word, but I'll head here and head to the east. Do I think there could be a possibility between Yahimiko and Yahai Sakura being related? They're both are similar a lot and pretty old. They both also exorcise demons in ways. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. There's a lot of interesting stuff going on there, obviously, with the extended lore. Haru has become a member. Well, thank you for becoming a member of the channel. I appreciate it, and welcome. Your training dummy unlocked. You know, I kind of wish they would actually, give us training dummies. Did that Shogun he did just get struck by lightning down there. I'm gonna go down there and add insult to injury for him. Hey, guys. Oh, come on. They immediately, like, dashed open so that I couldn't freeze them both. That was kind of unfortunate. No, you don't get to unfreeze, dude. Ugh. Okay, I guess they do. Alright, let me get a few heals in here before things get squirrely. Alright, there we go. Alright. TH, if you look at Venti's fake vision, you can see that it keeps twitching? Like, twitching? Or you mean like it just kind of like rocking back and forth a little bit? I don't know if I really thought much about that. Like, I thought it was just part of his, like, animation, especially considering that it's asymmetrical. Never really thought much about it, though. Was that a... It is. It's not really anything important in there. But I will see if I can follow that. Interesting, okay. Have to chase this one up here. Huh. This one is a little bit complicated compared to some of the other ones. So you have to keep getting close to it to recharge yourself so that you can dash to the next one. All right. Okay, there's the chest. All right, cool. And there's another chest down in there, which is right next to that as well. So that should make it easy for me to get in there, so long as I can actually get into that one. That will depend on whether or not I have a high enough level, and I don't remember. I think I do on this one, yes. Okay, cool. I need to check and see how many sigils I have at the moment, too. I want to say I had enough to do at least one level earlier, but I haven't checked again. Yeah, 44. I'm getting close to doing 2. Usually I prefer to take at least 2 levels at one time for those. Okay. I'm not seeing any other shoguns down here or anything. Oh, wait. Oh, it's just one of these. I'll kill it anyways.
Think you can get away?
Don't really need it, but I will kill it. Again, this is one of the things that is just nice about Venti in, you know, interaction with the Ayaka, is that you can actually utilize his elemental bursts properly, unlike a lot of other characters. Oh my god, these flies. They keep freezing me because I keep touching the water. Oh, don't you dare try to teleport away from me with 1 HP like that. Get out of here. Oh, that was a little awkward. Alright, anyways. Going over here. I feel like I've probably been in this cave over here before. Yeah, I definitely recognize that cave. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and hit... What? Get away from me with that. Just have an elemental burst. I don't like you anyways. There we go. Oh, what makes you think the old Archon is alive? I've explored a fair bit of Inazuma, but so far have not thought of that. I'm going to cover it in my video that I'm releasing this week, so just a couple of days. I don't want to get too much into that. I don't want to spoil, like, kind of, like, the evidence and the reveal that I have for it, but yeah. It's just some, like, little minor things that I think are adding up, but I think that it's likely. There's a couple of like researched references that I have to find to before I go into it, but yeah, it's coming up. It updated wrongs in the character screen. What did Warpaint? I think I might have missed a detail there, but I'm not sure. I think you need to go to the character screen. Am I missing something? That's Serena. Also, is C3 Beidou good? I have C2. I mean, like, Beidou's not a bad character anyways. I've underutilized her, as I have with a lot of 4-star characters, because I have all the 5-star characters. But really, all that's resulted in me doing, for the most part, is not having some of the primo support characters that I need for the Spiral Abyss leveled, which are, a lot of the times, 4-star characters. So I do need to buckle down and start leveling some of those 4-star characters, particularly Xingqiu. Even Xiangling would be really useful for certain applications in the Spiral Abyss. I was thinking about leveling Kaya, but I gotta say, now that Ayaka is a thing, I don't know that I'll do that right now. I just don't think that's gonna be as important as it was to me, because, you know, Kaya was kind of who I was thinking I would level to be, you know, a consistent cryo producer, but now I don't really think that's gonna be necessary. Oh my god, just die. All right, I'm gonna have to heal before I risk getting Ayaka killed. But yeah, now that Ayaka is such a good cryo producer, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that. At least not for a while yet. You know, if I had a lot more constellations or something on Kaya, I'd have probably leveled him up a long time ago. I think I've mentioned that before. But because I don't, I really haven't seen the need. Okay, so there's got to be a relay stone around here somewhere. Where is this? Either that, or it's just expecting me to just go stand in the middle of them. Am I overlooking the relay stone, maybe? No, you can stand in the middle and charge this one. Just barely. Come on. It doesn't stay lit long enough. Okay, we got it. There we go. Oh no, it's on the ground behind me. Almost went the wrong way. Alright, so now I do need to get out to that island. That was the thing I came over here to do in the first place for this quest. Also, do you think that maybe the only reason Yahe got to keep her vision was because Bao and her were close friends? I think Bao really is kind to people she actually knows and likes. I have my own reasons for why I think she still has her vision. I think clearly there's something going on there. Come on, get that charge. There we go. Just throw all the elemental bursts. Yeah, these guys all just got melted. I definitely don't want them over here while I'm trying to do this challenge. Did I not get a single drop from any of those guys? Really? Okay, well, that sucks. All right, well, Pirate's Diary. I think this was for the quest. Okay. And particles. Where are they? Okay, they're over there. I see them. Hopefully I can still get them without a problem. Nope, missed one. Really hate when it like takes you way off the path and you completely miss them when you need to get them still. Okay, I'm not high enough to get those. Oh man, I'm gonna have to start this one over. There's no way I get that one now. I kind of didn't realize like how much depth I was gonna need or how much height I was gonna need for that. All right, so I'm gonna have to come back at that one. MiHoYo obliterated the drop rate for Inazuma enemies. Yeah, it kind of seems that way, doesn't it? No, I didn't want to read this again. Leave me alone. All right, start challenge. Come on. All right, now I have the height I need. The first time it kind of looked like they were not necessarily like arranged that way, I guess from the angle I came at. I kind of thought maybe they started lower and it caused me to just miss them all. All right, the quest is up here now. So I'll just go ahead and teleport over there. Yahe's vision is just as real as Venti's and Zhongli's, wink wink. Yeah, something like that. And I have an interesting commentary on that as well, but that's, yeah, something I'm gonna get into in my next video. Which, like I said, that'll be Monday or Tuesday. And then as soon as I finish that video, I'm gonna be doing another one just like it, except for the Stillness Sublimation of Shadow quest. Because they're, you know, each of those two quests had, you know, some interesting, you know, kind of reveals of their own. And I don't really want to jam those all together, and I don't really want to get into the habit of jamming those things together either. It just makes the production times take way, way, way too long, and then the YouTube algorithm completely forgets about the channel altogether when I do that, so I just have to stop doing that. Did Ayaka get to keep her vision, or does nobody know she has it? You know, I'm not really sure about that. I kind of assume that because she's, you know, one of the Kamisato clan and she's, you know, part of the Tenryu commission, or not the, what is it? I'm sorry, not Tenryu, but the Yashiro commission. She's, you know, I don't want to say immune, but so long as she's not making trouble for the Shogun, then they're just leaving her alone because it would make for bad publicity. But if they did something, you know, to warrant it, you know, like if they were outed as helping the resistance, then at that point you would see, you know, the Shogun coming for it. Oh yeah, this guy. I totally forgot about this Shogun that was up here with the other like enemy Shoguns that were down at the bottom trying to kill him, and you had to save him. I totally forgot about him. Yeah, you still owe us. Find Naku weed for me. It can be found everywhere in the. I think I already have a bunch of that anyway. So if that's all he needs, then I can just pretty much hand that right back to him. Will these be enough? Yeah, I thought so. Oh, it's 12 of them though. So way to take half of what I have, man. Remember, I told you that Bao will be the Archon that will show us what an Archon's true capable of, and what did if the domain she made, I missed something there. I do think that Venti and Zhongli, at least at one point, were capable of doing all of the things that she is now doing. But I really do, I did appreciate what they did with Bao in the second quest line, because we did finally get to see what the Archons are capable of. That cutscene was amazing. You know, like she just straight drew Aether into another realm, basically. Like, here, I'm gonna make this other realm, and then I'm gonna kick your ass in it. So, and it was great. It was really nice to see, you know, one of the Archons actually be an Archon, because Zhongli did the war thing. He did that for a long time, and he grew, you know, weary of it. In fact, he even kind of regrets a lot of his actions from that time. And Venti, well, he drinks to forget, and that tells me he did a lot of that stuff too. Those two are really old, whereas the Shogun, you know, was likely around during the Cataclysm, but we don't know for how much longer than the Cataclysm. And I don't really think that the Shogun was even involved in the Archon War, but I don't have any way to confirm or deny that right now. So, oh, I needed to move the clock to between 10 and 12. It was the whole reason I went to the menu. And I'll just go ahead and put it at 11:30-ish. Kokomi is kind of interesting. Like, what makes her think she can stand up to the Raiden Shogun? Thinking, I mean, who knows? She definitely, you know, like, by all accounts, everybody says that she's like a really brilliant, talented tactician. And of course, when she showed up, like, all that water stuff was raising out of the ground and all that. So it seems like she's supposed to be really powerful. You know, this is another thing I've talked about on streams for a long time. I love water mages. Like, water mages are one of my favorite things ever. From, like, you know, from all of gaming, like, water mages are my go-to. So, like, you guys will definitely be seeing me build her up, like, big time. That'll be a major goal. Like, my regular go-to playing party will more than likely involve her once she comes out. I don't see how that doesn't happen. Now, probably one of my other main go-to characters is still going to be Eula. She's so good. But one of the unfortunate downsides of Eula is she's so good that she also makes you kind of sloppy. So, and, you know, if you pair her with Zhongli, you can just, like, basically roll your face over the keyboard back and forth and kill almost anything. So you kind of have to be careful about how you make those pairings, or at least not doing them too regularly. All right. So, you know, I feel like with what happened, you know, with Toma, like, you know, these characters, they wear their visions out in the open. And even in the cutscene where they went to take it from Toma, it was still on his waist. I don't think anybody working for the Yashiro Commission that has a vision is actively trying to hide their vision. I just don't. I think that, you know, to a certain degree, they've been immune to the Vision Hunt decree so long as they're not making trouble. They've been left alone because they're part of the Tri-Commission, and it may draw negative influence to them. Unless, of course, you're part of the, you know, the actual commission that's, you know, actually directly under the Shogun herself, and then she's even taking it from her own subordinates at that point. So I don't know. It's just one of those things where if there's political backlash to be had, she seems to be avoiding it for the people in the Yashiro Commission. I think it's probably safe to assume that Kamisato Ayaka's brother, probably also has a vision, but we've had no confirmation of that. We don't know what element he could be. We don't know what kind of weapon type he would be. We don't really know anything about him. They've been very careful to keep details of him fairly absent thus far. Did get heavy. Interesting. Oh, he kind of floated up right there at the end, didn't he? All right, so there's another completed quest line. Oh, there's a couple of Shogun out there. I need to go beat those guys up real quick. Oh, so, like, the fact that they haven't used their full powers for centuries makes it so their abilities have been reduced, contrary to Belle, who still uses the full length of her power. So I want to say that, like, the thing that, like, makes them weaker isn't whether or not they're using their powers, it's how close they are, you know, to their nation. Like, Venti sleeps when he's not basically being summoned to, you know, ensure that freedom remains in Mondstadt. So, you know, that's one of those, you know, things about his character. Like, he ensures generally that freedom will persist in Mondstadt basically by just staying out of everybody's way so that he doesn't doesn't over influence his own nation's freedom. Which is, you know, like an interesting way of, you know, preventing over involvement from the Archons. He may just feel that, you know, his absence is what Mondstadt needs to thrive rather than his presence, except for in extreme situations. Whereas, you know, so he just sleeps. Whereas Zhongli was always there, but, you know, I don't know that we really have much to indicate that he had lost any strength at all. I don't know that he ever even mentioned having lost any strength outside of his, like, his Ascension voice lines that say that he feels like he's getting stronger. But every character does that. And that may have just been a direct reference to the fact that, you know, like, you're playing him in a post-Archon state where, you know, he's clearly at that point lost some form of power. He doesn't have his Gnosis. He's not an Archon anymore. And now you're ascending him as a vision holder, essentially. And so that may have just been what that was referring to. Okay, let's go back over to the Kamisato estate and see if I can turn this in yet and actually get to level 2 finally. Seriously, TH, look at Venti's character screen. All right, hang on. So what am I looking for here? I don't know what I'm looking for. I don't really see anything happening there. I need like a context clue as to what I'm looking for here, but yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Like, you were saying that, like, his vision was twitchy or something, but I think it just, you know, it's connected to his belt on a single point of connection. And it's, you know, I think, you know, heavier on one side, so I think that's kind of why they designed it to rock a little bit. I hope he doesn't stay out as much as Varka, though. Yeah. If we have to go against the Shogun, I doubt Traveler can take her on. So do you think someone like Zhongli would show up to give us a hand, or will Traveler show us something unexpected? I think in order for us to take on the Shogun, there's going to have to be intervention of some kind. I don't necessarily expect it to be an Archon, no. I think it might be more of a third party, you know, probably more. I mean, listen, we've had Harbingers going for the Gnosis in the other two regions. I think it's probable, in order for us to even have a a snowball's chance in hell at actually fighting the Shogun, that her Gnosis would have to be taken from her first, and then maybe only then would we have a shot at it. So, but at that point, that might even just, you know, declaw her in the first place. If you play with it, it starts twitching? I don't understand. What do you mean if you play with it? Like, if you, like, poke it? Like, I'm poking it. But he's also playing an animation right now, so I don't know. I've never, like, messed around. Like, I don't, like, I'm not seeing anything happening right now. He keeps firing off animations, too, so I don't know. But I'm definitely not seeing it. Maybe it's a mobile-only thing, because, you know, touch screen or something, but you would think it would still work if you're clicking on it, but I'm not seeing anything really happening. Like, I can move the camera and stuff, but I don't really see it doing anything, unless it's just a graphical error or something, but I'm not seeing anything happening there. Alright, so let's go over here. Which, by the way, guys, I'm going to be wrapping up the stream in about 10 minutes, so if you have any questions that you didn't get in yet, be sure to do that now. Alright, so I still didn't break it. All I did was get the quest. I did not get any additional world exploration, so all I can do is just keep moving quests. I need to finish 3 more quests in order to get this. So I'm just gonna have to keep working on quests. Let's see. I don't even have all of the ones that I think I saw on there. Let me take a look at the other names so I can see which ones I should focus on. In another land, the Gourmet Supremos on the road. Gourmet Supremos, the importance of eating well. Home lies over the ocean. Oh, Archon, have I done right? Battle or of Revenge. Yahei Publishing House's Invitation. That's the one where I think I had to leave, actually. Chisato's Letter, I definitely saw that one. There's a lot of quests I haven't done yet. Sakura Arborism, like I haven't found the other trees there. The cleansing ritual, that's like very much in progress. I wonder if the other... You know what? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the cleansing ritual one. I need to find the other two locations, so I think I'm just going to continue working on that for now. I know it's like... That one tells you to go to the quest to find it, so let's see. One must break the barrier in 5 places and destroy the defilement incarnate that will come forth. Besides Konda Village and the abandoned shrine, there are 3 other places where the barrier surrounds the Thunder Sakura roots. Shinju Forest, Araumi, and below the tidal flats outside of the Kamisato estate. She says that she will await you at the Thunder. I don't think I've gotten this one. I guess it's these two, because the one I did this one. I did that one today, or early this morning. Kamisato Estate. I'm already there now, so I'm gonna look for that one. Oh, by the way, guys, I guess I should get into this before the end of this stream. Because of my actual work outside of the channel, my Saturday night stream is going to become a Friday night stream for the next 5 weeks, because I'm going to be working on at 4 a.m. on Sunday mornings for the next 5 weeks. So I don't really have any choice. I definitely can't do a Saturday night stream and stay up until midnight when I have to be at work at 4 a.m. doing the kind of work that I do. It's not a good idea. It would just be dangerous and irresponsible. But yeah, so I'm not gonna do that. So I'm gonna have the stream on Fridays for the next 5 weeks, starting this next week. So you guys can expect things to be stirred up a little bit with that regard, and we'll go from there. But yeah, I wanted to give you guys a heads up on that. I will be putting out a community post reminder and a Discord reminder to that effect this week, so that everybody knows to expect it to come up on a different day. I feel like I already found this. I totally did. I already got the ward from here. So where is the actual... 'Cause I remember already doing this. Because these don't do anything. Once you strike them, the big one lights up. I already did this one. I just did not actually find the location, I guess. But I definitely did find that already. The tidal flat. So maybe it's out there or something. I do feel like I've been out there but wasn't able to explore much out there before. So maybe that's where I need to head out to. Rapid glitching. It stopped in my game. Okay, yeah. So maybe it was just a glitch. Looking forward to my theory lore videos. Well, I appreciate you, Restu. I definitely try to, endeavor not to disappoint with them. Oh, you know what? I do remember. There was a door on the floor over here, and I couldn't figure out what to do with it. But now that I have, the little lens thing, I should be able to do this. Yeah. Okay. Well, nice. I got that right away. Take that. Good stuff. Okay, so I will probably wrap up the stream after I finish up exploring this cave and finishing up this little section right here. So, or maybe I'll go until, yeah, probably just until I finish up, yeah, this cave for this portion of the quest. I probably won't stay on afterwards. Honestly, the longer I talk on these streams, sometimes just the harder it gets for me to continue to do that, because my actually talking for 3 hours makes your voice kind of sore. Okay, so definitely like Ayaka a lot. This is a character that kind of snuck up on me. In the strictest sense, I don't want to say I wasn't looking forward to Ayaka, but we had known about her for so long that it was almost when they announced that she was coming out, it was almost uninteresting to me. But I was certainly interested to learn more about the character, but combatively, I was like, yeah, we've already seen it. It's not interesting. And then, she released and like she's fun, and the character herself is actually really interesting. And her story quest was actually really, really nice. I really liked her story quest. So I actually kind of feel bad a little bit about not having really been that excited for Ayaka. Because now, like, I actually really do like the character, and it just makes me feel bad. All right, where is this Seely's little post? Come on. He's making me run around forever. I need to go back down with this, so I can go try to pray or that seal thing or whatever over there. Oh, it's all the way up. Oh, come on. It didn't actually give me enough height for that. Are you kidding? Oh, come on. No way. Come on. It dropped me all the way back in just to give me nothing. Oh, I missed it twice. Where's the Sealy at least? I lost the Sealy. He didn't even come up. Where is the Sealy? God. Gonna have to go back and get the Sealy. I don't even think... I might be able to get that with Venti. I'll try that. Maybe. No? No. Actually, I bet you I could stand on top of the tree and do it, though. So long as I can actually get on top of the tree and not fall off, which I did fall off. Alright, let's try this again. Maybe on the flat side. Come on, stay. Okay, cool. Now I definitely have enough height. I don't have to use the things to get that. But I do have to find the Sealy. What the hell happened to the Sealy? That was really weird. I lost the 50-50 for Ayaka and got a Chi-Chi. And it was not my first Chi-Chi. It was my second, and both came from the rate-up banner. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely the kind of stuff that has happened to me a few times. You know, like, I kind of power through it because I have to have all the characters so that I can do lore content with them. But, you know, like, everybody else may not necessarily have that luxury. And you know, in that event, I feel for you. That's got to be terrible. Any way you shape it up, you know, especially when you really want a character and they're limited, and yeah. Apologies. Where did that Sealy go? Did he go back to the beginning? I think it went back to the beginning, which I think it was all the way back here, at least initially. Where did it go? I don't even see it back here. I think it was like right around here when it started. All right, I'm gonna work on this and I'll take care of the Sealy after. I don't know if it bugged out or something or what happened there. That was weird. Is it this one? It's this one. The quest is still kind of long after that shrine. Yeah, I mean, I have a whole other shrine to do still, so I'll probably do it later. All right, so looks like it bases off the center one here. So this should be a 1. Oh, this is a weird one. So I'm going to say this and the one to the north should be a 2. All right. And if those are 2s, then the outside ones have to be 3s, maybe? Either that or they're also supposed to be 2s. I'm going to say, yeah, because if those are 3s, yeah, I think all of the outside ones have to be 3s. So that's what I'm going to try to do with this. And I think maybe that will do it, unless I'm thinking about this wrong. Wait, no, this is a 1. No, wait. Oh, I definitely am thinking about this wrong. So the 2 north ones have to be 2s, and I already messed that up. I almost killed Venti. All right, the north and south have to be 2s. The outer ones have to be 3s. I think. All right, let's try that. No, that was not it. All right, and I think I know why, but I'm gonna have to... You take so much damage in here. Oh, that one reset entirely. God dang it. I have to keep getting the like the little anti-shock things in here. Oh, that was not supposed to be a 4. Why is that a 4? Okay. So if this is the center post, all right, I think I'm gonna have to I wonder if I can use food to help cut down on the electro damage this junk deals to you in here. That might be helpful. Especially considering, like, I don't have a healer that can just heal me without, you know, going the extra distance in here. The Sealy was up there, but on a high platform. Alright, I'll have to go there and do that then. Alright, so I thought this was going to be 1, so these are immediately reach out and should be 2s. I thought I had it right. 2, 2, and then 3 on the outside. The other outside one should also be a 3. I thought that was right. I'll try it again. See, but those aren't reaching to the... Oh, no. Okay, I did get it. Okay. So I was right the first time. I guess I just misticked one of them. Alright, I need to get off of this thing before I get frozen. Or before they hit me, rather. Okay. Ow. Not okay. Oh, come on. If I had... I was about to use his elemental burst, but I ended up getting stuck climbing that rock, which got him killed instead, which is really annoying. Here, you guys, just give Venti some health, please. I'm just gonna give him a Kamisato Ayaka ult anyways. Ow. Alright, the other one should be dead without me having to hit him again. He is. Oh, he healed himself. I hate that they do that. Get a little distance on him for a second. Nope. 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 Alright, now I can re-engage. Nope. God, dude, get away from me. Alright, he'll be dead now. Yeah, alright, there we go. So this is, yeah, so there's still one more of these things left, but... Mask, oh, she didn't show up. Yeah, that's true. She showed up on all the other ones, but not on this one. Interesting. Alright, I gotta grab this again. Go back and find that Sealy before I wrap up the stream. At Tavita Story, will I cover the Bow lore when she comes out? I am considering getting into the lore of each of the Archons sooner rather than later. I may do like a, you know, a known Archons series, but I have a few other like Origins of videos that I want to cover first. So I haven't for sure decided on the order of things, but if I do like Origins of the Shogun, it will be she'll be the last of the 3 Archons that we have control over. Just because it'll take me a little while to... Oh, I do see the Sealy down there. It'll take me a little while to get, you know, her friendship level all the way up so that I have access to the information that I need. Yeah. Alright, so... Let's see. Yeah, I can just go the rest of the way up here. Hopefully he doesn't like go way up into the air or something goofy like that. Just go to the statue. Of course he did. All right. Well, whatever. It's fine. Okay, got him. Yeah, use Barbara. That's what I did. Yeah, I suppose, you know, you can make her heal herself. One of the few characters you can do that with easily. Probably should have thought about that. My Barbara is leveled now, so she actually is usable. Like ever since 1.6, I actually leveled her up to where I could use her to do stuff. Because, you know, up until very recently, my Barbara was basically unusable. She was level 20. Let's see how many Electro Sigils. I have 50. All right, well then, I can wrap up this the stream tonight by going over there and turning that in. So let me just collect all these, like, random items sitting around here really quick, because I don't like leaving this stuff. And then I'm going to teleport over there. And turn that in. ATH, do you think that the Archons grant their nations visions, or only its element visions? There's a lot of discussion about it. At this point, I believe the Archons grant their elements vision, not their nation's visions, which would explain why, you know, the Shogun has to actively reclaim everybody else's visions, but is not issuing electrovisions, right? Because why would she give electrovisions out? You know, and it's known that no electrovisions have been given out for quite some time. So I think that's pretty much how it works. I think that's a good indication that, you know, the specific Archon is who issues a specific element's vision. All right, so let's go ahead and offer up those and claim the rewards on those. Nice, another crown. I'll need those for sure. Those will be nice for Kamisato Ayaka. And one more level, and I can pass through intermediate shields, and that'll be nice because I'm pretty sure there's that one Electro Sigil, or not Sigil, but Electro Oculus is sitting behind that one that I've not been able to get at in the underground temple thing. All right, well, anyways, guys, with that said, I'm going to wrap up the stream here. But if you enjoyed the stream, please leave a like. That really helps me out. Subscribe as well if you haven't already. These things really help out with the old YouTube algorithm and make sure that YouTube knows that my content is, you know, desirable for people to watch. So that helps me out a lot. Don't forget to do that. And I'll see you guys in the next one. And also, I'll see you on Monday or Tuesday for my next video. And don't forget that my streams for the next 5 or 6 weeks will be on Friday nights, not Saturday nights. And I think that's it. I'll see you guys next week.